All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final of Birmingham, and the men's match is just about to finish, hopefully. Boo is in control. They had to do the men's semis again today because they only got halfway through last night. There was more and more rain afterwards, so yeah. But here we are. Let's see if Eala can take out Bartunkova to win this title. And men's Roland Garros starts in 2 hours. So we've got a little bit of time. I have a plan if things don't work. So don't worry. We've got this. I don't think there's going to be any rain today. And if there is, we'll figure that out as well. Boo's up 5-2. Can she break the Czech curse? That's a good question. Did the men's match have a delay? Yeah. So last night, Boo was up a set and a break. And then they came back today. Ferry broke back. Won the second. And then now Boo's up 5. 5-2 in the third. Sun's out though, so it looks like it's a nice day. So we should be sweet. If we're not, I have a solution. So don't worry. Everything's fine. But yeah, big day. Big day with the Roland Garros final as well. And it never ends because tomorrow we've got more matches. I don't know what we're watching tomorrow. I don't know who's playing tomorrow, but we'll probably watch something tomorrow as well because that's just the way the sport rolls. It never ends. But how we doing, chap? Eala was supposed to play like 30 minutes ago, but that was just because the men started they only gave them like 30 minutes to try and finish, but they haven't, so. Tennis never ends. It goes on and on and on. But Boo's only one game away. Usually with challenges as well, they don't muck around. They usually have, Eala's probably waiting at the back right now. Eala and Bartunkova would be ready to go. So they're not going to be mucking around with 30-minute delays or any of that stuff. They're pretty prompt because of the especially because they've got a lot of tennis to get through today as well. So they need to kind of get everyone going through. But yeah. Very serving to stay in the match. But how are we doing, Chad? Are we ready for this final? I like how Cam is so good at managing his live stream schedule. I mean, I do my best. I do my best. Yeah, Boo's one game away. What are those shirts in the background? Did you replace the Alcaraz US Open, Australian Open? Yeah, so I've gone with the Roland Garros theme. We've got Federer and Nadal. Roland Garros shirts. Of course, Australian Open shirt for Alcaraz and the French. So, yeah, I just mixed it up a little bit. Because it's Roland Garros final day. So might as well have the Roland Garros finals shirts. Thought it was raining again, but found there was an ATP match on center court. Yeah, I tell you, they really don't do a great job on the WTA website of telling you what's happening beforehand. They just kind of say, hey, yeah, the women's match is coming on. But whereas on the men's side of things, they actually they never used to do this because the ATP and WTA are two different things, right? So they don't have to talk to each other. But when they're at the same event, it's really handy to have a schedule that shows, what's happening before the match because, most people would go to the WTA website and think, oh, Eala's coming on at this time, but with no indication that there's a men's match going on. That could go long, right? And this match could still have another 30 minutes. The ATP adds, even if they don't add the match, they just put it like a WTA match, and that is helpful. That is very helpful. Do you have a Queen's draw video? Yep, that came out a few hours ago, so you can go check that out. Queen's draw video is good. All right, Ferry's about to hold, and then Boo will try and serve this match. Didn't Bartunkova defeat Dasha, Keys, and Bencic this year? Tough opponent. Yeah, she had a breakout in Australia, right? She beat Bencic in Australian Open. Bartunkova's dangerous. Big serving player. Boo's going to serve for this match. So yeah, she is not going to be an easy player to play. I thought it was raining again, but I found there's a match on center court. Yep. As far as I can tell, it's like, well, the weather looks okay for today, but we'll see what happens. Look, hopefully we can get to the men's final on time. If not, we'll just have to do a little bit of an overlap, but it is what it is. Can't help the schedule. Did Nadal lose muscle mass? Probably because he stopped going to the gym when he retired. Like, if you stop going to the gym and stop like eating all the food that you would eat to bulk up, you probably lose muscle. Like, that's how it works. If you stop doing arm exercises, you lose arm muscles. I read he never goes to the gym. Well, he's an athlete. Of course he goes to the gym. He said he never lifted weights. That's what he said. He said he never did bench presses and all that stuff, but he still used all the machines. Otherwise, how would he be able to hit tennis balls without his arm falling off? Another rematch on HSBC between two besties if it happens. Oh, you're talking about Jovic? Yeah, Jovic and Eala are set to meet if they both win their first round match. But they're both playing qualifiers, so it's going to be a tough one for both of them because the qualies are some of the players in the qualies are really, really tricky. No, I'll tell you, chap, Boo's going to stuff this up and he's going to make his wait another 20 minutes. Break the check curse. That's it. And Boca, Serena are starting tomorrow. I don't think they're starting tomorrow. I think Serena. I don't think doubles will be tomorrow. I got a feeling tomorrow we're not going to be doing stuff. Dude, I love your channel, but let's keep the Slam finals as single streams. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Trust. We've got 2 hours. Don't worry. Trust me, last thing I need is to be stressed out about a Grand Slam. I'm already stressed enough about the final of the Slam. We just need Boo to win 2 points, and then Eala can come out, and we can go for to Roland Garros after. Don't worry. I've been streaming for 8 years. I know what I'm doing. Please only Slam final. Come back in 2 hours. We'll see you then. We'll see you in 2 hours when it starts. Is Molchan a very streaky player? He is a little bit, yeah. He's a little bit all over the place. Match points for Boo. It feels a bit weird having a new Grand Slam champion winner, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, Andreeva winning doesn't feel... Eala's coming on in about 5 minutes. I mean, Eala winning... Oh, not Eala. Andreeva winning doesn't feel super out of place. Doesn't feel super random. But yeah. Wow, that match took 18 hours. That match was 18 hours. That's crazy. I think if Kaboli wins today, that will feel a little bit strange because I don't think people are expecting him to win today as much.
I think Eala has improved a lot. She beats fake grass court player Rybakina at Wimby.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think she's gonna beat Yeah, you hate Raducanu though, Zan. So, of course you're going to say that. All right. Now, Eala will emerge in the final of this event. And we will watch Bartunkova Eala. Andreeva, number 1 in the race to the final. That's crazy. I couldn't believe that when I saw it yesterday. What am I stressing about now? Bro, my life is a stress. Watching from Georgia, USA. Hey, what's up? Match should begin in about 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes and we'll be ready to go. Time for the WTA 125 final. That's it. Eala's about to walk out. Like I said, they don't mess around. They're gonna interview Boo and then they'll be like, all right, women's final, let's get it. I had to let that out. Yeah, but this is not a therapy session for your dislike for Raducanu. You got to for Rybakina. You got to go and you got to go figure that out yourself. This is an event session. Go and get some help and figure out why you don't like her, or just don't talk about her. Rybakina is great. We love Rybakina, so you're in the wrong place if you don't. Why did it took so long? Because of the men's match beforehand went a little bit longer than they probably expected. Andreeva is now up there with Sabalenka, Coco, Iga, and Rybakina. Yeah, she's making that. There's no big five. It's just like a big WTA Tour. This will not overlap with the RG finals. Hey, look, I love that positivity. Thank you. That's what we need right now. We do not want this to overlap with the French Open final, but if it does, don't you worry. Cam's got a plan. It's not raining. Go watching Eala from Philippines. Hey, what's up? Also, the men's final is probably going to go for like 4 hours, so just prepare for that too. All right, women's final is about to begin. Don't we worry, Cam has a plan. WTA is a wild card. There's no real dominant player. I know, right? It's awesome. Yeah, Boo just left the court. And now they're changing the net to get the ladies to arrive. Now we'll be waiting out the back to get ready for this. And we will watch Bartunkova take on Eala. Now, this should be a really interesting matchup. They did play doubles together this week. They lost first round, but everything's fine. So, Chad, I'm just looking at the schedule for tomorrow. Kyrgios and Bublik are teaming up in doubles. That's cool. But there's no singles tomorrow to watch. There you go. Do not see it as big five. Yeah, I don't think it's a big five. I mean, because anyone in that five can lose to anybody else in the top 100, right? I mean, it's just such an even competition. Has Eala beaten Bartunkova in the ITF? I don't think they've played, unless they played in juniors. They might have played juniors, but yeah, I don't think they've faced off in the on the WTA. They haven't played on the WTA Tour. I looked it up, but I don't know if they played in juniors. Maybe. Can we watch Kyrgios? We're going to watch Keegs next week. Play singles. We probably won't watch him play doubles. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We might not do anything tomorrow because, let's be honest, tomorrow is Monday and we can all have a day off. Hello from the Philippines. What's up? How you doing? How are you? Yeah, they have to change the logos on the net. Have I done my fantasy team for next week? No. I got another 24 hours, right? I can do it tomorrow, right? Right? Wait, hang on, what? I have another 24 hours, right? Like, the deadline's tomorrow. Right? 12 hours. What? No, I haven't. I'm going to have to do that after this French Open final. That's all right. I'll figure it out. All right. Here we go. The big final. This could be tricky, but Bartunkova can hit the ball pretty hard. And she has kind of like a bit of a weird style too, so she could be this could be really awkward for Eala. We have seen Eala struggle a little bit against the last two players who have been bigger hitters on the grass. Big hitting and grass kind of go hand in hand. They work well. Is it taking a Fritz risk? I don't think so. Has his draw been terrible? I haven't even looked at the draw. I've been so. I had to watch. I watched the Rafa documentary today, so I can catch up to that. And then I was trying to figure out what to do with these finals today. Preparing for the men's final, like notes and stuff. Yeah. So it's a bit. I haven't had a chance to do to look at the fantasy team at all because that's my least, not my priority right now. That'll be my priority after the final, the men's, so I can actually sit down for a second and look at the court. Look at the draw. Is the curse going to be lifted? That's what we're here to find out. Are the players on court? They're about to come out on court right now. About to commence. If Eala wins tonight, she will be number 31 or 32 in the world, maybe seated at Wimbledon. Yeah. Yep. Possibly. I think if she has to wait until some other players withdraw, but she has to win some matches over at Queen's Club and wherever else she's playing. Is she playing Berlin? Not sure. Hope Eala is not affected by the weather yesterday. Yeah, I think she does play Queen's Club because it's a 500. But if she wins today, and she's got she had her leg strapped, I don't know if that's going to be a problem today or next week. But I don't know. Does she play next week? Does she bother playing next week? I don't know. Is it worth it playing next week? I don't know. Fritz got a good draw. Well, yeah. I'll be getting him then. Is it worth it next? Getting. But is it worth it playing next week? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth playing. Right. All right. Why is Eala so popular? Because the Philippines fans are super, super loyal. They watch everything she does. They want to see her play every single match that she plays. Yeah, I know she's listed on the player list, but it's different to play. Like, she's in the draw, but she could always pull out after winning if she wins today. If Eala wins today, she might be like, why would I play next week? I just won a title. Did you see the party box? Did you have the party and open the box? Yep. We've got a bunch of signed cards. Here we go. The ladies are walking down the court now. Here we go. It is a 500 event, which makes sense. It's worth points, so she probably will go play. But I don't know, you win it. But Eala doesn't really. She doesn't really withdraw from tournaments. If she wins a tournament, she'll play the next week. She's not one to manage her or limit her schedule. She's usually playing more. When she commits to a tournament, she plays, right? All right, here we go. Eala walking out. Are there rumors that she's trying to meet the requirements for top 100 players? I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you talking about? Eala is a top 100 player. If Eala wins today, she'll be 32 in the world, right? She will be. She will be. Yeah, 33. 33 in the world. And that'll depend on if points fall off next week too, because the live rankings could change pretty quickly. So, would you ever travel to a major and cover it on your channel? In my opinion, you're the best tennis expert out there. Appreciate that. Probably not, because that's very expensive. That's a very if I didn't live in Australia, I probably would. Like, but it's not cheap to get to like anywhere, so it's not really that. And we've been to the Australian Open a bunch before, but yeah, it's not really. Unless I got a sponsor from like an airplane, like an airline, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll fly you out to Europe," then I would do that, but I just don't have. It just doesn't make sense. And plus, also the travel is really time consuming too. It takes like 24 hours to get anywhere from Australia. I wish I could though. Maybe if the tournaments invite me out or something. Surely she's not going to withdraw from doubles with Venus. Wait, is she playing doubles next week with Venus? I thought that was in a couple of weeks. She's not playing doubles with Venus next week, is she? I thought that was the week after. I thought that wasn't that in Bad on Berg? Or is she playing it with Venus next week and then playing? I thought she was playing Bad on Berg with Venus. Yeah, Bad on Berg's in like 3 weeks. Yeah, she's not playing next week with Venus. She probably did play doubles, but not with Venus. She might play doubles against. Is she in the doubles draw? Like, she's not. Don't even think she's in the doubles draw, is she? Hang on. All I am focusing on next week is Serena. Serena is my focus next week. Yeah, she's not even playing doubles next week. Yeah, Eala's not playing doubles. Yeah, she's playing doubles with Venus and Bad on Berg. That's in like 2 weeks. So going to rain for 3 hours? Good. No rain. We're good. Another loss as expected. What do you mean? Who? By the way, I got to tell you, if you're coming in here to talk shit, the fact that she's made a final and you're going to start talking shit, that's funny. How hard has it been for you this week? It must have been a really bad week. You've had a real tough week this week. Good luck with Alex. We will not watch live. We're here to support. There you go. I want to watch Serena play again. We're going to watch Serena play again next week. Next week is GOAT time. We got Serena. Double bagel for Eala. Ooh, okay. You mad? You okay? You okay? You alright out there? Thanks, Dutchy. Is the Queen's Club draw out schedule out yet? Gil thinks Kabali will win in 5. What do you think? I think Zverev will win in 4. But predictions are, they're all just fun. It's a challenger final. Yes, it is. But like all the haters have been saying, oh, she's a challenger level player. Okay, so if she wins a challenger, then she did exactly what the haters thought that she should do. So they should be really happy. Bartunkova is 20. So they're both like same generation, same juniors, right? I don't know if they played in juniors, but they definitely would know each other. They played doubles together this week, so they must have some sort of a connection. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes. I laughed out loud when another troll said another loss. Yeah. Bartunkova's had a good road. She's number 5 seed. She had a really good year as well, Bartunkova. She's a big server. They are friends. Yep. Praying for Eala's victory. It's gonna be a tricky one. I don't think this match is gonna be a short match. I think this is gonna be probably a couple hours. The Eala haters are lurking for the past 3 games. Fair enough. Her pink jacket looks heavy, but she won't be playing in the jacket. She has got her legs strapped up, but we noticed that yesterday. Yeah, Queen's Club is London. Yeah. What's my prediction? I've got Eala in 3. Who would have thought? I do think this is going to be tough, though. I think Bartunkova is very dangerous. What's next after the grass season is a typhoon season in the Philippines. Yeah, but we don't go to the Philippines after the grass. We go to America. So, yeah. French Open final goes over 3 hours? Probably. I would be surprised if it was a quick final, unless Zverev just crushed Kaboli, which he has been crushing players lately. All right. Last few serves, and we're about to get started. Eala's going to serve first. Let's see how this final goes. Let's see. I am in Melbourne, yeah. Oh, by the way, Essendon play right now, and I'm not looking at the score, but are we winning? God, please win. Please win. Come on. Please win. No, we're down. We're losing. Did you give a prediction for this game? Yep. Eala in 3. Men's final will begin 15 minutes later than scheduled, Cam. Yeah, it usually starts a bit later, doesn't it? But that's okay. We got to figure it out. There's no delay. They're about to start. You're just in time. You're right on time. All right, here we go. Let's see if Eala can win her second WTA 125. Sun's come out, and Eala's going to serve. Chat, what's the prediction? What do you got? What have you got? They played in... there you go. They did play in the juniors. They played in juniors in Milan in 2021. There you go. Thank you. I thought they would have played in juniors, seeing that they're the same age, and they both were in the juniors. Eala winning a slam, and Bartunkova playing as she hits it back in there. Bartunkova, first point, Eala, 15 love. Eala in 3. She's in 3. Eala in 3. Eala in 2. It's in 2. Bartunkova 2. 15 love. As Eala serves the forehand of Bartunkova. Forehand from Eala to the back end of Bartunkova. Bartunkova for the net. 30 love. Bartunkova's had a couple of tough matches as well leading into here. She had a 3-setter against the wild card. She actually had two British wild cards pushed her to 3 sets. It's weird. Bartunkova's played a wild card, a lucky loser, a wild card, and a qualifier. So she has not played... And I mean, Eala's played 2 unseeded players and 2 qualies, so neither of them have played a seed yet, because we just had a lot of carnage with the seeds. But yeah, Bartunkova's had a couple of 3-setters and a couple of tie breaks, whereas Eala has only played the 1 3-setter, which was yesterday. Bartunkova hits a wide, 40 love. No schedule yet for Monday, London. Okay. I think most of the seeds have a bye anyway, so if we're going to watch anybody, be like Jovic or someone. I think the schedule, the qualities are behind anyway, aren't they? All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Bartunkova, forehand from Eala. Bartunkova puts up a lob. And Eala watches it go long. All right, Eala takes the first game. 1-love in the final. I think this is going 3. Yeah, I expect this to go 3. Probably in like I'd be pretty surprised if either player won in straight sets. Always appreciate the stream. No worries. This is like the the appetizer to the main course, which is the men's final at Roland Garros. So we get a little bit of the Eala final, and then we go straight to Roland Garros, and we watch the hopefully a 5-set final over at Roland Garros to finish the tournament. It's been a crazy tournament, Roland Garros. One of the craziest ever. All right, 1-love, Eala. Bartunkova serves. To the back of Eala, Bartunkova. Cross-court backhand winner, 15-love. Are we going to watch the Birmingham Open in Holland? Oh, man, maybe. I'm going to be honest. There's only like 2... okay, so this is the plan for next week. It's not so much about watching tournaments next week. It's watching players, right? So, like, I'm not going to sit down and watch like I do with the French Open and watch like 700 matches next week. That's not the plan. The plan is to watch like Kyrgios or Serena or, Shelton, right? So it's more, next week's more about watching players than it is watching the tournament. Because there's 4 tournaments on, so we just don't really have to choose. There's a bit of smash from Bartunkova, and it's 30-love. Also matchups, right? So if there's a good matchup between, Lehechka Tiafoe or whatever, we'll watch that. So next week's, and by the way, it's not an off week because there's no such thing, but yeah, we probably won't be watching the women's side of the women's Netherlands event because it hasn't got the big names like it does in Queen's Club. Queen's Club's definitely more of a focus. Like Rebecca and Boko, Anisimova, Eala, Raducanu, like Kostyuk. So yeah, so we'll probably mostly focus on Queen's Club and then watch like different matches from around the other places. As a backhand slice into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala with the forehand. Down the line is wide and it's 40-love. Did you get your team in, Cam? Nope. I've been stressing about so many other things today that was the least of my worries. I had so much other things going on in my life today that I was not thinking about my team. And I think we still got another 12 hours, so I will do that. All right, 40-love. As the backhand return goes forehand of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits it out. 40-15. 40-15. Yeah, Bublik and Kyrgios are playing doubles. That is correct. Yeah, I can't even get on the ATP Fantasy website, so I don't even know what's going on. 40-15. As Bartunkova hits a slice, Eala comes to the net with a backhand, but overhits it, and it's 1-1. Bartunkova holds. All right, 1-1. Maybe Fritz to see how his knee is doing. Yeah, we'll probably look at Fritz. I mean, there's, like I said, next week I don't have a plan except for like a couple of players I would really, really want to watch. obviously with Serena being the biggest one. 1-0. Eala serves. Fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the forehand of Bartunkova. She shanks it. And it goes out. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Eala serves again. Fault. Second serve. Second serve, double fault. 15 all. I'm hoping no Kyrgios on Monday. Yeah, I don't know. He might play tomorrow. I think he's playing. I don't think he is playing tomorrow. I think he's playing doubles tomorrow. $15 all. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Her left leg's affecting her. Probably a little bit. But also Bartunkova is a big returner. So maybe she's a little bit worried about the returns of Bartunkova. And she gets a point out from Eala. Bartunkova backing up the line. Eala on the stretch. Bartunkova on the attack. Eala with a pass. Too good. Bartunkova gets there, but Eala has a volley. 30-15. I think Bartunkova is such a dangerous player. 30-15. Eala serves again. Chat, we're almost at 600 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes. It's final. We're in a final. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala backhand is too good. Moving Bartunkova around is going to be a massive, massive key for Eala. And 40-15. 40-15. Serving to the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala backhand. Bartunkova goes up the line. Eala's there with the forehand. Cross court the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand again. Bartunkova drop shot. Eala gets it. And then Bartunkova hits a winner. Great drop shot. 40-30. Bombers are down by 20. Oh, Dutchie, don't tell me that. I'm not watching it. I don't want to know the score. 40-30. 40-30. All right, serve again. You said sorry? Yeah, sorry, but I'm going to tell you the thing that you don't want to hear. As far as I'm concerned, no, there's no football on right now. Nothing's happening. 40-30. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. So a player who hits second serve as hard as first serve. Yep. Pirikar. GMP. Backhand return goes forehand of Eala. Forehand of Bartunkova. Is Eala forehand up the line? Bartunkova forehand goes cross court. Eala. Backhand to the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala with the forehand into the backhand of Bartunkova. Sliced. As Eala. Forehand up the line. Doesn't even bounce for some reason. And it's 2-1 Eala. Yeah, GMP hits a massive second serve. He was hitting 2 first serves and won a title. 2-1 Eala. Two, one. All right. Bartunkova is strong. Yeah, she is. GMP will be crazy on grass. Yeah. Hopefully he plays well on grass, because that's always been a thing, that he hasn't been able to actually perform as well on grass as his serve. I mean, he had a good run in, 24, right? He came in as a... Did he come in as a lucky loser, or was he a qualifier? And he came in and he won a couple matches. Last year played Fritz and lost first round, right? So tough draw for both, but yeah. He should be a very dangerous Wimbledon player, or at least grass player. All right, Bartunkova to serve. 2-1 Eala. All right. Serving the back of Eala. Bartunkova backhand. Cross court. Eala with a passing shot. Bartunkova volleys it wide. Love 15. Has Bartunkova ever won a WTA title before? That's a good question. I don't think so. Bartunkova has won no WTA titles. She's won 6 ITF events, but never won a WTA title. This is her second challenger final, though. She made a challenger final last year on hard courts and lost in Turkey. So this is her second challenger final. As Bartunkova drop shot is too good, 15-0. But she has won 6, mostly clay court ITF junior events. She did make the Wimbledon final, though, back in the juniors 23. So she is capable of grass success. I mean, a Wimbledon final in juniors is not nothing. Not sure about Zverev today. No, he's got this. He has to have this. He's 0-3 in Grand Slam finals, and Caboli is technically undefeated in Grand Slam finals. All right. Let's not... Zverev's got today, don't worry. As with a slice now from Bartunkova to the back of Eala. Eala in the net, 30-15. 30-15. Eala should keep the ball low. That's a good idea. For sure. All right, 30-15. Fault. Second serve. And it's a good second serve. The slice of Eala. Forehand from Bartunkova. Eala on the stretch. Bartunkova. Forehand straight to Eala, who hits a passing shot winner. Man, Bartunkova's had a couple of short balls that she's just hit straight to Eala. And that was not good enough. 30-0. Cam, how much did you put on Zverev? None. 0. I just feel like we've been doubting Zverev all season, and look what's happened. He still keeps getting... I know he's playing an Italian that he's lost to, but also he's beaten Caboli 3 times, including this year. And he beat him at Roland Garros last year too. It does, and Gil was right when he said last week that this does feel like the US Open 2020 tournament. And remember, that was team comes in with the most experience, and Zverev had no experience because he hadn't made a final before, and then team won. So it was hard, but he won. So maybe trust the guy with the Grand Slam's final experience more. That's what I'm thinking. You got to trust that guy. Like there is no reason Zverev should lose, right? So we should just trust Zverev that he is going to win. Like, there's no reason he should lose. There's no physical reason. There's no, he's got more experience as we get to 2-0. There's no reason to pick against Zverev except for the fact that people are worried that he's going to lose. But he did lose the other finals to Sinner, who was already a Grand Slam champion. Team, who had already been in the finals of slams. and Alcaraz, who was already a Grand Slam champion. So he's playing Caboli, who's neither of those things. Caboli's never been to a final. So Zverev, for the first time in a final, is playing someone he has more experience with than, and more, like, he has more confidence than in this situation. He's been here and done that. Whereas all the other finals, he was playing guys that have done more than he has done at that point, right? Again, there's no reason why we shouldn't be thinking Zverev should win this until he loses, and then that's fine. That could happen too, right? As the other double fails, left 15. But again, I'm just not going to go down the, oh no, Zverev's going to, because every time we've done that this week, he's won easily. So all right, Sasha, step up, win, get your trophy. Like, go get your trophy. This is your day. Love 15. As the return goes in the backhand of Eala, 4-0 from Bartunkova. In the net, 15-all. Eala serves again. In the corner, Bartunkova. Eala backing up the line. Bartunkova backhand cross court is wide. And it's 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. As Eala serves again. It's been a long start to this match. I mean, Bartunkova doesn't play quick. She might play big, but she doesn't play quick. As Eala serves a fault second serve. What is the current ranking of Bartunkova? She's 94? 94, 95 in the world? Something like that. There's been a backhand from Bartunkova into the front of Eala. Up goes a moonball, but Bartunkova with a drive volley. Eala pass. Volley from Bartunkova is good. Eala pass. Bartunkova gets it back, but Eala, great slice forehand winner. 40-15. All right, 40-15. Is that an NBA cup? No, it's a tennis cup. 40-15. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve into the forehand is a double fault. Yeah, Eala's definitely worried about the Bartunkova returns. And it's 40-30. Zverev, here we go, but Italians had other Italians to retire, so Caboli could rest. By the way, Caboli didn't play a hard... he had played 1 3-hour match before that match, so why are people using this conspiracy that Caboli needed rest? As that goes out by Eala's deuce. Anardi didn't withdraw because Caboli needed the extra rest. If anything, it could backfire on Caboli if that... Caboli having 4 days off before a Grand Slam final. He hasn't played a match since FAA. And that might as well have been a week ago. Why would you... there's no reason why he wouldn't have played. He would have... I think Caboli would have rather played today, that semi-final, to get another hit in. It would have been better for Caboli to play Analdi and Analdi to throw the match than him retire altogether in some big conspiracy. It's silly that people would actually think that Analdi, quit so Caboli could get to the final without having to break a sweat. But that's not a good thing. Caboli's going to have 4 days of 4 days of rest, and that's not... He didn't need 4 days of rest. As Bartunkova hits a winner, it's deuce. Yeah, another conspiracy. You don't know that. And you know that there's a conspiracy, so you're in on it. Okay. So I don't know that there's not, but you know there is. So obviously you're a part of it. Cool. That's great. You can't just ignore that. I can. I can ignore stupidity. Yes, I can. Advantage Eala. By the way, we're not even watching that match. We're moving on. Yes. We'll get back to this match. Advantage Eala. Let's stop talking about French Open. It's not even on right now. Advantage Eala. As it a forehand out of the backhand of Bartunkova. Backhand out from Eala into the forehand of Bartunkova. Sliced. Eala comes to the net. Bartunkova passing shot. Eala gets it back, but Bartunkova with a beautiful volley. Get back to deuce. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Do you think Eala is on Andreeva's level? Why doesn't Andreeva have her own wardrobe? She probably will now that she's won the French. They'll probably, yeah. It's obvious that Italian tennis wanted Cobolli to have rest. I think it's a bad idea if that's what you want to go with. I think if you think that's a good idea that Cobolli needed why would he's barely played this week? He played one 3-hour match. Why would he need rest? You got to come up with a better theory. The better theory would have been if they had played and Cobolli had won in straight sets in 2 hours. That would have been a better theory because I would have been like, they agreed that Cobolli would win and Einaudi would ditch that match. But like retiring completely, Einaudi, Cobolli hasn't played that much. He didn't need the extra rest. So it's a silly theory. I'm debunking I'm myth busting your myth. All right, like, what are we doing? You think Cobolli really doesn't want to play 2 days before a Grand Slam? He wants to wait 4 days until he has to play a slam. Like, come on. Crazy. Forehand goes long by Eala. Back to deuce. This is a marathon game, this one. Then I get it. Conspiracy theories are funny and they're fun and they're imaginative, but they're also theories. There's no, they're a theory, right? They're an idea. They're not, there's no facts in it. They're theories, right? Theories and facts are two different things. As a return, goes up the line from Bartunkova. That's a great shot. Eala now. Oh, Bartunkova half volley in the net. Yuck. By the way, Brizzy, it's not funny when it's true. You don't have any facts that it's true. So how can it be true? It's a theory. Bro, you just want to argue. Go, shoo. Advantage Eala. Come back for the final in an hour. As with a serve. And the forehand Bartunkova. Forehand from Eala. Cross court. Bartunkova slices it back, but Eala comes in and puts it away. Tough game for Eala, but she takes the lead 3-2. 3-2. You don't have facts that it's not true. Yeah, but I have, my theory is that they didn't do that. So we're both wrong. Nobody has any idea. So what's the point of even talking? 3-2. 3-2. What's true? Bombers were stuffed. Yeah, Josh, can you just back off? The speed and strategy of Bartunkova are starting to show. Yeah, Bartunkova's got, she's got some variety. 5 games, 24 minutes play. This is a long first set. Eala's been playing quick matches so far. Even against Masarova, the sets were fast. But Bartunkova, she can rally. Yeah, Bartunkova's 6 foot tall. Yep, she is on the tall side of the WTA for sure. What's Eala's serve speed on grass? She's got Serena's height. Yeah, but she doesn't have Serena's serve. You can be as tall as somebody, but it doesn't mean you're going to be serving like them. Serve speed and height have some definitely got some correlation, but just because you're the same height as Serena Williams doesn't mean you serve like Serena Williams. Ash Barty was short and she had a great serve, right? So height doesn't always determine service success, Federer wasn't as tall as Isner, but he has just as many aces as the best guys of all time, right? Federer was short compared to Isner, yet he hit a bunch of aces. So we had a smash from Bartunkova. Too good. 15 love. Put it this way. put it this way, Cam. I'm putting $1 on him. Not even throw away parlay. I have no idea. Shannon, what do you mean? On who? All right, 15 love. As the return goes in the forehand, Bartunkova. Forehand from Eala up the line. Bartunkova slice. As the Eala forehand. Winner. 15-0. The court doesn't provide serve speed. I mean, look, Eala's serve is going to be more effective on this surface. It's going to be better on grass than it was on clay. 15-0. I'm not taking Zverev today. Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Okay. I mean, there's no value in taking Zverev today. As the return goes to forehand Bartunkova. Forehand from Eala. Into the backhand of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits a winner. Beautiful, clean winner up the line. 30-15. Sinikova Townsend won doubles. Yeah, they're such a beast. They're such a beast. Great combination. I think they've won 3 of the last 4 slams, haven't they? Yeah, let's get to 1,000 likes. If you're just joining us, welcome. We've got this match on. The French Open final starts in an hour, so we've got a bit of an appetizer before the main course. As a serve out wide is a fault. Second serve or a let? It's a let. As Bartunkova serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Eala steps in. Yeah, I don't think Deb's here yet. She's going to be here for the final of the French Open. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala on the stretch. Bartunkova on the attack. Eala gets there but can't get it back. And it's 40-15. 40-15. Bartunkova to take the level in game. Please stop spamming. Please stop spamming. 40-15. And then an ace. All right. 3-0. 3-3. Who's going to win according to you right now? I'll be honest, I have no idea. Eala, it feels like Bartunkova is just not making not a good shot selection. But she is dangerous. Like, she is looking dangerous on the returns. And Eala can feel that. That's why she's missing serves. As the return goes in the backhand of Eala. Backhand out from Bartunkova in the net. And it's 15 love. As Eala serves again. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand up the line. Bartunkova puts up a lob. But it goes long. 30 love. 30 love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Return the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova backhand. Again to the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova, the forehand cross court. Eala's there with the backhand. Bartunkova goes up the line. Too good. Such a good shot. 30-15. As Eala serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Good morning from Vancouver Island. Hey, what's up? Serve. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand to the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala backhand cross court. Bartunkova gets it into the front of Eala. Bartunkova backhand on the stretch. Hits a win up the line. Jeez, Bartunkova's starting to hit clean now. 30-all. And this is starting to get dangerous. 30-all. All. Eala serves again. The backhand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand to the forehand of Bartunkova sliced, but goes wide, and Eala gets to 40-30. To stay in front. 40-30. Eala serves again. That's another fault. Second serve. Double fault. And we get the deuce. Again. Yeah, I think Eala's starting to feel the pressure of Bartunkova returns. Bartunkova stands on the baseline first serves as well. So scary. Return goes in the net though. Bartunkova. All right, advantage Eala. Eala is playing in Birmingham in a final. A nice little appetizer before we get to the Roland Garros final. All right, advantage Eala. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Eala. Forehand out from Bartunkova. Eala on the stretch. Bartunkova on the attack. Again to the front of Eala. Bartunkova backhand. Again to the front of Eala. Up the line and good to the front of Bartunkova. Eala with a slice on the stretch. Bartunkova backhand goes wide. Eala survives. Twice now she's had to survive. She hangs on though. Keeps that lead 4-2. All right. Eala 4-3. Keeps that lead 4-3, not 4-2. 4-3. All right. How we doing, chat? The last two games have been tricky for Eala on serve, which is an understatement. All right. Let's see if she can get into this Bartunkova serve here. Try and get this break. It's going to be a long game. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's saying it's not going to rain for at least 3 hours, though, so we should be able to get through this uninterrupted. I feel Eala will break now, then hold. Hopefully. Bartunkova's had chances in the last few games, so for Eala to take the break and win the set with a serve would be perfect for her, considering how intense it's been. All right, here we go. Bartunkova to serve. There's rain tonight for the men's final, so the men's final might be a little bit sketchy, but for the women's final, it should be okay. As the return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova, Eala puts up a lob, and Bartunkova comes in with a volley and puts it away. Solid. 15 love. I'll tell you what, Chad, I am very I am excited to wrap up Roland Garros. Wrap it up. Get to the grass. We've had a little bit of an appetizer with grass this week with this Birmingham event. So watching this event this week has really got me excited for the grass season. It's been a long clay season. There's been a long grind. It feels like the French Open has gone on for 4 weeks. With all those upsets in the first couple of days, it's been super, super intense. 15 love is Bartunkova slaps a forehand winner, 30 love. So I'm excited to wrap it up and get to the grass. Why is it not live? I'm live right now. Hello. 30 love. The tennis world does not stop just because a slam is still ongoing. That is true. As a default second serve. Have I watched the Rafa series? I have. I finished it today. 30 love. As a return goes in from Eala at the back of Bartunkova. Eala on the attack. With a forehand up the line. Bartunkova gets it back with a forehand but overhits it. And it's 30-15. Yeah, the strength is showing. Yep. Bartunkova starting to hit big. All right, 30-15. As a return goes the forehand of Bartunkova. Nice pickup by Eala. Bartunkova passing shot winner though. It's a great drop shot. She's just got that high IQ. Bartunkova, 40-15. What do I feel about Serena's comeback? I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch Serena next week. Bartunkova has a stronger serve. Eala more focus, please. Well, yeah. Bartunkova's got a good serve, but she also is very solid on the ground strokes. Return from Eala goes a slice of Bartunkova. Eala forehand cross court. Bartunkova gets it back, but Eala puts it away. With a backhand winner, 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. Serve again. Into the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it out. All right, 4-all. Bartunkova holds. Bartunkova she has a real strong serve. But she's also, like, the difference between, like, Bartunkova and Masarova. Masarova's got a massive serve and had a massive game, but just couldn't put it together. Bartunkova's got a big serve, but also has a lot of variety as well, which is really dangerous. Your hair looks fine. Thank you. I mean, I'm just checking. Just double checking. 4-all. Go Bartunkova for the Philippines. Good luck. As we default. Second serve. Second serve, Eala. As the return goes in the net by Bartunkova. Ooh, bad return from Bartunkova. 15 love. Love. As the return goes in the net by Bartunkova. 30 love. Fralinska's not going to play any grass before Wimbledon. Really? Okay. That might not actually help her chance of getting a wild card, though. I feel like if she played Wimbledon, or maybe it'll keep her chances. Because if she goes and plays a grass event and does badly, they might be like, well, she doesn't deserve a wild card. So maybe it's a good idea not playing. She said she needs a vacation. Same. Same. 4-1 from Eala. Bartunkova puts up a lob. Eala's going to hit 4-1 from the baseline, but Bartunkova with an easy volley. And it's 30-15. 30-15. As Eala serves again. First is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Bartunkova. Good return. Eala goes up the line, but overhits it. 30 all. 30 all. Chance for Bartunkova to get a break point here, but the return the net by Bartunkova. Eala got lucky again with a serve. Bartunkova just unable to get. I think she thought the serve was going to be a bit bigger. 40-30. Eala to take the lead again. Stuttgart schedule's out. Thank you, Dutchie. Appreciate it. Is Kyrgios playing? That's really the only, like in singles tomorrow. Queen's Club's where it's at. That goes out by Eala, and it's deuce. I'll tell you. Bartunkova wins his first set. Second set might be a bit dangerous. Bartunkova. Oh, thanks, Dutchie. Okay, Keeg is playing doubles. All right. As Bartunkova wins the point and gets a break point. Uh-oh. Eala has struggled in her last few service games. And it did feel like it was only a matter of time before Bartunkova made a breakthrough. Advantage Bartunkova. Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving the back into Bartunkova. Good return. Eala gets up with a slice. Bartunkova on the attack. Eala passing shot. Bartunkova volleys it wide. Bartunkova just played nervous. She did not play to win the point, Bartunkova. That was a very sketchy opportunity. She came to the net and didn't look comfortable at all, even though she's been hitting great volleys. Deuce. Alex survives. That was a very nerve-wracking volley. The approach was like short too. I mean, Bartunkova didn't want to win that point. Eala serves. To the backhand of Bartunkova. Return the backhand of Eala. Bartunkova. Backhand goes into the front of Eala. As Bartunkova forehand up the line again. Eala on the attack. Bartunkova slice is a lob. And the lob goes up. Advantage Eala. I wonder if Eala will be more aggressive if she wins the set. That would be interesting. How's the weather looking? It's supposed to be okay for the next 3 hours, so we should be sweet. All right, advantage Eala. It's more just the collision with the French Open final. As we just serve now the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala backhand into the front of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits it wide. And Eala holds again at a deuce game. And now Bartunkova is going to serve to stay in the set. Bartunkova's won a lot of tie breaks this week. So all right. Eala with the lead. 45 minutes. It's been a long set. Maybe we can finish the match before the Paris today. I hope so. That'd be great. If we could finish this match before the men's final. Men's final doesn't, I mean, they do all that like ceremony before anyway. So the men technically probably won't play until like 20 minutes after they're supposed to be on court. Because they did, remember yesterday, like the women's final didn't start until like 20 minutes later. So it's going to be a bit of a, they do that like, you know, the whole like, you know, bring the trophy out and do a whole bunch of song and dance and play the anthems and blah, blah, blah. And then they warm up and then so it probably starts at like 3:20, 3:30. So we still have probably about an hour until it starts. which is plenty of time. All right. Bartunkova to serve. Stay in the set now. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, if you haven't already. Appreciate everyone joining. I'm glad we could watch the end of this tournament. If it was at the same time as the men's final, like if it started at the same time, I had to make it. I was probably not going to watch this, but because it starts like 2 hours earlier. I thought, we'll finish this tournament. I know there's a lot of Eala fans that want to watch her play as Bartunkova hits a winner, 15 love. So I'm glad we could finish this tournament off. We've put we've watched a lot of it this week. So might as well see who's going to win it. 15 love Bartunkova. As Eala back in the net on the return, 30 love. As Eala slice return the forehand of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits it wide, 30-15. As Bartunkova serves again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Forehand from Bartunkova. Eala back in again. The forehand of Bartunkova. Eala in the rally here as Bartunkova goes forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova backhand slice. Eala with a forehand cross court. Bartunkova keeping the ball deep. Now Eala forehand again. Bartunkova hits a backhand into the forehand of Eala. Up the line of the slice of Bartunkova. Eala in control. Hits it long. 40-15. That's a shame. Eala played a good point. All right, 40-15. Bartunkova to level.
Go, Alex!
Hey, thank you, Yuki, for the 5. Appreciate it. Bartunkova serves a fault. Second serve. And to the back of Eala. Great return winner. 40-30. Was 40-15. 40-30. Great return. By the way, Dapper, it's not because you're supporting Bartunkova that people are upset. It's that you are tirelessly bashing Eala. As that goes in the net from Eala, it's 5-0. It's not... It's don't play the victim now. You know what you're doing. I can read your messages. You say, let's go Bartunkova once, and then you say 5 messages that are like, she can't even win a 500. She can't even win a 250 or 125. She can't even do this. She can't even do that. Like, I know what I can read it. Just because you're typing it in Filipino doesn't mean I can't read it. Like, people aren't coming at you because you're supporting Bartunkova. They're coming at you because you're bashing Eala. That's 2 different things. So just like, chill. Everybody would be chill. You talk really fast. It's the only way to talk for this thing. As Eala serves the back, forehand of Bartunkova. Back in Eala as Bartunkova forehand goes wide. 15 love. Serve. I hope this match ends before the final. Me too. Oh, me too. As we're going to find out from Eala as a drop shot. Winner, 30 love. I have a feeling it won't, but that's okay. I've got it figured out. 30 love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Return the back of Eala. Eala in the net. 30-15. Eala has struggled on serve in the last couple of games on serve. She saved a break point in the last game as well. Watching it live, Eala looks really uncomfortable and might be losing this one easy. She's definitely not losing it easy. It's 5-all. As Eala serves, but if are you watching it live? You're there live. As Eala serves, a fault. Second serve. You shout more on Eala than Bartunkova. That's not true. I haven't been shouting it at all. As we get a backhand return from Bartunkova into the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova backing up the line. Bartunkova gets another forehand, but Eala hits it long. All right, 30-all. 30-all. I'm saving my voice for the men's final. Until like something happens here that I'm like going to lose my... that'll make me lose my mind. Here we go again. 30-all. Eala serves. A fault. Big chance for Bartunkova. Eala serves again. Into the backhand, Bartunkova. Eala with the forehand. Bartunkova on the attack. As Bartunkova gets a slice. Drop shot, but Eala's going to get there. No, she couldn't read the bounce. And Bartunkova gets a break point, 30-40. Great shot by Bartunkova. She's hit some really nice drop shots. That ball bounced sideways. Eala was there and then just was one step off because it went sideways. 30-40. 30-40. Break point again for Bartunkova to get the break and serve of the set. Eala. Serve to the back of Bartunkova. Into the back of Eala. Bartunkova with a forehand. Eala doesn't come to the net. As she goes cross-court with a forehand wide, though. Pressure from Bartunkova. Works eventually. It took a while. Bartunkova had been putting pressure on Eala's serve over and over and over. And then finally, she gets that breakthrough. And she's going to serve the set. There's a lot of deuce games for Eala in that along that way. Nearly an hour this set's been as well. This is a marathon set. All right, Bartunkova serving for the set. Chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And men's final starts men's final is scheduled in 30 minutes. It won't start in 30 minutes because they've got a whole bunch of stuff that they do beforehand. But it has got a start time of... Well, they're going to start the show in 30 minutes. And the match will start 20 minutes after that, probably. At least that's how the ladies' final went yesterday. It started at the top of the hour, and it took about 20 minutes to start the actual thing. Okay. Bartunkova serving for the set. You got work when the final's on? Oh, no, Shannon. That sucks. As Zverev wins, he is the tallest Grand Slam winner ever. I think Delpo's also up there. Delpo, Cilic, and Zverev. I think those are the three. And Medvedev. Medvedev is like 6'6" too. Medvedev. Goran's not the tallest. Goran is not the tallest. People think Goran's the tallest. Goran was tall for the 90s. 6'4" in the 90s was giant. He's 6'6" is the record. Medvedev's taller than Goran. Forehand goes wide by Bartunkova, love 15. She's gonna get broken here. You know, it's got to be a break, tie break. Oh, it's Veresol and Medvedev. Okay. So I think it's like Medvedev, Delpo, and Cilic are the three. The big three, literally. Diallo's very tall. He's very tall. All right, love 15. Bartunkova serves. Into the back of Eala. Return goes forehand. Bartunkova. Eala. Forehand on the stretch. Bartunkova. It goes forehand in the middle. The back end of Eala. Forehand. Bartunkova. Drop shot is good. Eala gets it. Bartunkova forehand passing shots wide. No. It landed in. Just. Oh, it's on the side. Oh, man. No wonder I saw it wide. It hit the line by this much. It looked wide. Nice shot from Bartunkova. 15-0. Just hitting those drop shots really, really nice. 15-0. Bartunkova serves again. A fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of Eala. Up the line to the back of Bartunkova. Eala again to the forehand of Bartunkova. Is Eala backhand off the tape. Eala with the slice. Into the forehand of Eala. Slice from Bartunkova. Eala in control. Drop shot from Eala is in the net. She tried to drop shot the drop shotter. Didn't work. 30-15. Delpo was like 6'6", I think. He was a big dude. Delpo was one of the big dudes of the tour. All right, 30-15. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits it out. 30-all. Chat, you knew that it was going to be break. You knew we were going to get double break. Back-to-back breaks. Come on now. You knew we were going to get back-to-back breaks. Bartunkova was never going to serve this out easily. 30-all. First serve's a fault. Second serve. As Eala returns. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand up the line. Oh, just missed. 40-30. Bartunkova? No. Bartunkova. Has a set point. 40-30. To take the first set. Serve is a fault. Man, Bartunkova's serve has just abandoned her in the last couple of games. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala, forehand. Winner, cross court. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Bartunkova's been missing serves. That has not helped her at all. All right, Bartunkova serves again. Into the back end of Eala. Good return to the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala. Again to the forehand of Bartunkova. Drop shot's good. Eala's going to get there with a slice. Bartunkova open court. Eala volleys it away though. And Bartunkova just puts her hand up like, oh man, why did I do that again? Eala was too quick. She knew that was coming. Advantage Eala to get to the tiebreak. To get to the breakup. Bartunkova serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return the forehand of Bartunkova. That's a winner. How much easier is it when you get first serving? Deuce. Bartunkova gets the first serve in. Crushes the forehand. Deuce. Serve again. As the return goes in the back, and Bartunkova up the line's a winner. Again, first serve in, and then the +1. Advantage Bartunkova. When are we watching the final? It starts in about 30 minutes. Advantage Bartunkova. Men's final starts in about 30 minutes. Brother, why are you watching Eala instead of Roland Garros? Because Roland Garros hasn't started yet. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala, forehand again. Into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala with a backhand. Can't get back. And Bartunkova does take the first set. 7-5. That was a long set. These two ladies haven't been playing... Well, actually, Bartunkova has been playing long matches. Eala's been playing pretty quick matches. All right. First set in the bag, 7-5. 1 second, chat. All right. Bartunkova. By the way, Eala only had one break point. That was right at the end there, where Bartunkova tried to serve it out. But unfortunately, couldn't take the chance. All right, hang on, chat. 7-5. All right. Eala to serve first in the second. Eala to serve first in the second. Bartunkova took the first 7-5. Bartunkova she was definitely holding easier than Eala was on serve. Bartunkova's serving was definitely better. And except for the end, when she nearly gave up the break. So Eala's got to be careful here because Bartunkova could start to go on a run. Forehand now goes to the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand goes wide. Love 15. Bartunkova now with the set in her pocket. She might get a bit more aggressive and things could get a little bit sketchy. Love 15. As Bartunkova forehand up the line. Eala gets back with a slice. Bartunkova. Forehand in the net. And it's 15-0. As Eala serves again. Into the backhand slice of Bartunkova. Eala backhand straight to Bartunkova. Eala with a volley in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Bartunkova a chance to get the break straight away. 300k party. Sub party said members only. You said anyone could join. Yeah, live. As Eala had to win a 30-all. It was open when we were live, but then when we get to... you can watch the replay if you remember. That was the deal. If you're at the stream, that was the deal. 30-all. I'll have a look after this, and I might open it up again later. Hang on. We've got so much going on right now. Just tell me at the end of the French Open. Slice forehand from Eala goes long. We got break point 30-40. 30-40, Bartunkova. 30-40. I'm going to re-upload that the card opening anyway. So if you want to just watch the card opening, I'll put a video on the second channel anyway, like I did with the first one. 30-40. Backhand return goes back into Eala. Forehand Bartunkova on the stretch. Eala. Backhand again. Bartunkova with a drop shot. Eala's going to get there. Hit a slice. Bartunkova lob. And Eala runs back with a forehand lob. Bartunkova is going to win the rally and get the break. Set a break. Set and a break for Bartunkova. All right. 1 second, chat. I'm just going to try something. Don't go anywhere. Give me 1 second. Just going to test something out. All right, one in the chat if we're still here. One in the chat if we are still here. One in the chat if you can hear me. Are we good? We good? You saw the backflip? Thank you. We good? We good? Oh, sweet. All right, cool. One love. One love, Bartunkova. She gets a set and a break. And then Eala hits a lovely forehand. It's love 15. Love 15. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As we get a backhand from Eala. No, Bartunkova hit it out. Love 30. Love 30. As a return, goes into the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala goes wide, 15-30. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for sticking around. We're almost at 1,000 likes, which is crazy. 15:30. We're here, right? One in the chat if we're still here. We here? We're here. We're good? You can hear me? Audio good, bad, indifferent? Is the audio great? As with a final from Eala. Chance to get the break back. Slice goes in the net, though, from Bartunkova. 15:40. We can hear you. Okay, good. Sounds different, but it's still okay. Okay, as long as it's still okay, that's all that matters. It will be different, but it's still, as long as it sounds okay. All right, now let me try this. 15:40. Eala get back on serve here. As with a fault from Bartunkova. Second serve. $15.40. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Eala in the net. 30-40. 1 second. All right. Still break point Eala. 30-40. 30-40. Oh, then an ace out wide. Nice serve. All right, deuce. Sounds weird, but the stream is kind of choppy. It'll be fine. It's just it'll be all right. Deuce. Bartunkova serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. Advantage. Eala. Advantage Eala to take back the break. Better now? Okay, good. Advantage Eala. To get back on serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Bartunkova, that's a great shot. Back to deuce. All right. As we get a fault from Bartunkova, second serve. Second serve, Bartunkova. And Eala gets it back to the back of Bartunkova. Bartunkova puts it away. Advantage Bartunkova. To consolidate this break. Advantage Bartunkova. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. To the back of Eala. Oh, hit the back of the line. All right, back to deuce. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Eala trying to get back this break. One in the chat if we're still here. We're still here? We're still here? One in the chat if we're here. We should be here. We're losing you? That's all right. I just had to flick a switch. We should be back now. We're back? Yeah. I just had to press a button. All right. Advantage Bartunkova. 7 to 4 of Eala. Return. Into the 4 of Bartunkova. Eala. 400 lines a winner. Back to deuce. God, Bartunkova is really not putting on... really not putting on a... putting a foot down. All right, deuce. Sorry, it's 1-0. My bad. What happened? All right, it's 1-0. Hang on 1 second. Your camera's rough? Yeah. All right. 1-1. 1-1. Alex breaks back. Yeah, I'm pushing my computer to the limit, so that's why it's a little bit... it's crying. We get a forehand in the net by Eala, 15-0. All right, Zverev and Kaboli will be coming out on court any moment. Actually, no, they won't. They'll be coming out in like 20 minutes. As it goes out by Bartunkova, 30-15. Yeah, we're doing a double header. We have to. I mean, I'm not going to ditch half a match. It's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. So please be nice, because I know that people are going to be real happy. It is what it is. 30-15. As Eala serves the backhand of Bartunkova, Eala flying up the line. Bartunkova gets it back. Eala, cross-court forehand, slicing the net by Bartunkova eventually, and it's 40-15. I didn't plan on doing a double header. Well, I hoped we wouldn't have to, but this is what happens. Blame the schedule, yeah. Blame the rain from yesterday, blame the schedule. But it's all right. We're not going to miss the men's final. As a return goes into the forehand of Eala, forehand of Bartunkova, goes out. Eala leads 2-1 in the second. 2-1 in the second. All tennis players deal with the hectic schedule, yeah. So we. Double header with French Open and a 125. Yep. It is what it is. Both the finals, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to watch Eala, so want to watch her win a title, so just as much people want to watch the French Open final, we'll watch both. It's the only way I can make everybody happy. Alex is limping. Is she, though? I mean, I don't see it. Personally, I don't see her limping. I don't see her limping that much. I don't want to say this, but I guess the curse is still knocking on Eala. Well, Eala's lead in the second, so no curse yet. All right, 2-1 Eala. Yeah, I don't see Eala limping. She's been limping since the start of the game. Well, that's probably why I haven't noticed it, because she's been doing it the whole time. So she doesn't look any different than the start of the match. By the way, be nice. Why do you have to be such a rude person? I tell you, some people on the internet forget their manners. First serve's a fault by Bartunkova. Second serve. Yeah, she's got a heavy bandage on her knee, on her leg. We've been talking about that for days, but I haven't seen her heavily limping. As she runs to the net and hits a forehand volley. Bartunkova hits a cross court. Eala slice. Bartunkova gets it with a slice up the line, and Eala puts up a lob. It's wide. 15-love. I appreciate you trying to cover everything. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I appreciate that comment more than you know. Chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes on the Eala stream, so thank you for that. 15-love. As Bartunkova serves again. Into the backhand of Eala. Bartunkova backhand to the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova again with the backhand. Up the line. Eala's there with the slice. Bartunkova on the attack. Puts away the forehand. 15-love. Oh, sorry, 30 love. 30 love. Bartunkova serves again. 30 love. 7 to the front of Eala. Return off the tape to the slice of Bartunkova. Drop shot's good. Eala gets it. Bartunkova fine winner though. And it's 40 love. Nice hitting from Bartunkova. That drop shot's been a real winner today. All right, 40 love. All right, Bartunkova holds 2-0. All right. 2-0. All right, welcome everybody to the French Open final. We've got a bit of an awkward situation. The final that we were watching as a precursor to the main event is also still live. It's 2-0 in the second. Eala is down a set, 7-5 against Bartunkova. So thank you for your patience. Don't worry, though. The men's final doesn't start for at least another 25 minutes because they do all that, pre-stuff. They work out through all the, they do an interpretive dance. They bring out the trophy through a dance. They do a dance and the trophy appears magically through a dance. The players have to come out, all of that kind of stuff. So there's plenty. We've still got like 25 minutes until that starts. And Eala's match is 2-0 in the second anyway. As Bartunkova in the net is 15 love. But don't worry, we are previewing this final as well. Chad, I am the king of multitasking. And that is going to be tested to the limit right now. Don't worry, and if so be it that the final starts while this Eala match is still going, don't worry. My priorities are I have my priorities. We will be watching what is most important like we do with normal double headers. And the start of a French Open is going to be important, so we'll keep an eye on that. 30 love Eala, by the way. But don't you stress. We don't care about Eala. That's all right. That's why you're in this Zverev match. And the Eala match is over there. But you're in the Eala match for the last 2 hours, so why were you watching that then? 30 love. It's very strange. Brizzy, you've literally been watching the streams for like the last hour. Now you go over and act tough in the Zverev match. Oh, we don't even like it. You were watching it the whole time. Don't pretend like you weren't watching it the whole time. As Eala hits it up the line for a great shot. Up goes a lob by Bartunkova. And Eala with a smash, Bartunkova with a volley, and Eala with a lob, and Eala eventually puts away the volley. By the way, very sunny day in Paris. No rain. I don't think it's too hot either. I think it's actually kind of chill. Come on. We got the receipts. All right. Excited for this match? Oh, man. Someone's winning a title. A French Open title. New Grand Slam champion. Eala holds 3-2 in the second. All right. A German male hasn't won a slam in 30 years. I know, right? I've been reading all that too. Zverev will be the first man from Germany since Boris Becker or Stitch, either or, to win a slam on the men's side. Cobolli is the first player from Italy to win the French Open in 50 years. If he does win it, Sinner tried last year, got so close, couldn't get it. Only 3 Grand Slam champions on the men's side for Italy in the history of Italian tennis. Petrangeli, Panatta, who we've seen recently in Sinner matches because he's been hanging out, and also, obviously, Jannik Sinner. So, yeah. So, it's very, very interesting to see how that plays out. God, look, I know we're all like, I know how reluctant we are to pick Zverev, but all signs point to Zverev winning here. The only one sign that doesn't is the Munich match where Cobolli went off, and the fact that Zverev hasn't won a final. But Cobolli hasn't either. So, like, I don't know. Like, this is where I'm like, experience should matter, right? Grand Slam experience should make a difference. And Zverev has that in spades. He has semifinals and finals experience. He's won so many or played so many of them. And this is the first time, and then I said this earlier, this is the first time that Zverev is playing somebody who has less experience at this stage than him. So he is the more experienced guy. When he played Dominic Thiem in 2020, Thiem had made two finals already at Grand Slam level. That was his third, right? Or sorry, no, three, because he made the Australian Open that year too, remember? So yeah, 2020, Zverev was playing his first final, Thiem was playing his fourth. When he played against Alcaraz in the US Open, no. When did he play the next one? God, I blanked. You can tell him we're at the end of the slam. He played Alcaraz at the French. Sorry. When he played Alcaraz at the French, of course he did. Alcaraz already had slams to his name, right? He had 2 slams already, I think. Two slams? So Alcaraz already had 2 slams. Zverev had 0 and only 1 final to his name. So again, Alcaraz was more experienced when he played him in French. And then also the Australian Open, Sinner already had a slam to his name. Zverev had 2 finals, but still hadn't, he's playing a guy that's done what he hasn't done. So this is the first time he's playing someone that has less experience than him. Therefore, he should be the favorite, which he is, and he should be. He should win. They're doing the dancing. The sun is bright as well. Love 30, by the way, Eala. She is about to get this break. We will merge the streams when these things are done. Unfortunately, this Birmingham final started later than it was supposed to, and it also has gone longer than I expected. As Bartunkova backhand lob, Eala with a smash, puts it away, love 40, and if it goes 3, we will be. I can tell you this though. I can definitely tell you this. Eala's match will end before Zverev's. I can tell you that. What are the new shirts at the back? So we've gone for a bit of a French Open theme here. Roland Garros. We've got Alcaraz's Roland Garros from last year. We've got Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal. And that's obviously Alcaraz Australian Open. So I've gone with the French Open lineup of shirts. Rafa, Roger, Carlos. Because they're the only 3 players that I have of their shirts. I love 40. Eala to take the break here. As we get a 4-1 winner from Bartunkova, that's 1 save, 15-40. 15-40. Men's final, they just start doing the dancing. They're doing literally a song and dance. They're not singing, though. It's just there's music playing. Still break point for Eala. Bartunkova to serve. As Bartunkova serves a fault. Second serve. Again, thank you, everybody, for joining. And in advance, I appreciate everybody's patience. As a backhand return from Eala. And Bartunkova gets it back, but Eala overhit it. 30-40. And I appreciate everybody understanding what a frustrating situation this is for myself. Trust me, this is not what I wanted to do today. I didn't want to do a doubleheader. But don't worry, the men's final will not be missed. Just like the women's final yesterday, we didn't miss that at all. Yet we still watched Eala, so it all worked out. 30-40. Still break point here is Bartunkova with a backhand into the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova backhand goes long. Eala's got the break now. All right, 4-2 in the second. I don't know why I pressed it for that one. Oh, well, whatever. The break to Eala. All right. Can's fine. Keep going. Okay. Yes. And I was saying this earlier, if you were here if you were here in the other stream, I'm so ready to get off the clay. I am so ready to get out of Roland Garros. The whole clay season has just been a massive, it's a lot. It's a lot of tennis during the clay season. It's a grind to play, and it can be a grind to watch. But But here we are, the final match of clay. We are probably going to watch some clay after Wimbledon because there's always somebody who decides to play clay. Probably Casper Ruud. But after this, there shouldn't be any more clay for the rest of until next year. That's unless Alcaraz comes. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Alcaraz comes back on clay, like at Bostad or something, or Gestad, right? Just to have some fun, just to play for fun. All right, 30 love. Eala. She's taking control now. 3 says looking good. Yep. It's super overcast over in Berlin. Birmingham. And it looks perfect conditions to play a final at Roland Garros. God, I'm nervous for Zverev though, man. God, I'm nervous for him. Bartunkova up the line of the forehand of Eala. Cross got the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala with the forehand up the line, and Bartunkova overhits it. 40 love Eala. I'm nervous for Zverev, man. Like, this is such a chance. This is like, and a lot of people are saying, and rightly so. Like I've heard, like on what do you call it? Like on social media, with like Tennis Channel and stuff, saying like this is his only chance. Like this is it. Like this is it. Because Alcaraz comes back, Djokovic is still around. Sinner doesn't have a bad loss like that again. Like where do you find him winning? I can't win. Like I don't think he wins Wimbledon. And the US Open, we expect Alcaraz to be back. So like how do you do it? As Eala hits a lovely win, it's 5-2. Eala was down 2-1 down a break, and now she's won 4 in a row. So yeah, I mean, this is it. This is it. This is it. All right, by the way, they just let off a whole bunch of smoke in the stadium over at Roland Garros. I don't know what the hell that is. Was that outdoor fireworks? Was that like some like plane flyover or something? What happened? I just see a bunch of smoke everywhere. By the way, chat, wouldn't it be kind of poetic if both Alexes won today? Today's the Alex Day? Alex Day? Anybody? He can handle the pressure. I tell you, or can he handle the pressure? I've been saying it for weeks. We've been doubting, mainly because he loses to Sinner, right? He lost to Sinner. He kept losing to Sinner, and we're just like, why does he keep losing to Sinner? But you take away if you don't focus on who he played in the final, or if you take away him from that equation and you put in any other player in that situation, he's made semifinals and finals consistently since March, and now he's in another final, right? He is as in form. He's the second most in-form player, right? You got Sinner at 1 because he wins everything. And the second best player by form has to be Zverev, right? He's made consistently making the semi. Now, he hasn't got a title to show for it yet. But again, you've got to have him as the number 2 right now, as the second best player consistency-wise. And he's in the final. And he's only been losing to Sinner. And then he lost to Caboli and Darderi. Darderi, you can maybe say that, he had match points. He should have won. But the Caboli match is the only one that he was blown off the court by out of those two guys. The Darderi match was very strange. And Caboli was playing, if you remember, when Caboli won it in that Munich match, he was playing for, his friend's, was it his friend's child? I think, or something. I think that was it. So he had extra motivation, right? And then they replayed it a couple of weeks later, and Zverev got the win. So it was 1-1. This is the trilogy. Plus, they also did play last year at this tournament, and Zverev won in straights. Now, obviously, Gaboli's gotten better since then, but again, Zverev. All signs point to Zverev. Well, like most signs point to Zverev. Hey, thank you, Joshua, for the £2. Appreciate it. Who do you think is winning today? I've got Zverev in 4. I think Zverev's going to do what he's been doing, and that's win when most people maybe are thinking that he might stumble. And I've been holding my breath too. Like I've been going, he might beat Hadar in 4. He might beat Menchik in 4 or 5, and he's done it in straights. So like we've all kind of like, I know we've all done this. We've all held our breath when he's playing because we're like, is this the time where he stumbles and falls? He hasn't shown any signs of nerves at all this week. Like As soon as Sinner lost, he lost a set against Menchik, which, again, was kind of like a consolation set anyway in that third set. And he also lost a set to Alice in the third, and that was the same thing, right? It was a third set when the match was already over. But he hasn't, like, if he lost the first set here, that's when we're all going to be like, oh no, it happened. It's happening. Oh no. Unless you're a Caboli fan, you're like, yeah, it's happening. Woo. But he hasn't stumbled. Like he hasn't lost the first set. He was down against Hadar, and that was a little bit like, whoa, what's going on here? But then he came back with a vengeance. Didn't look bad against Menchik at all. The third set, kind of let it slip. Menchik started to play better. So Zverev should win this. All signs point to Sasha. It's a Sasha slam. Plus his record at Roland Garros is ridiculous. I've got a forehand now from Bartunkova. Eala with the pass. Bartunkova volleys it away. Okay, Eala's going to serve for the second. Players are coming out any moment. Caboli's 100% sure the champion. Okay. I'd say if Caboli wins, that would just be... Not only would it be one of the best moments, like one of the craziest moments in recent tennis history, because I think like maybe Cilic winning the US was probably the last time that we all, like everybody was like, what? What happened? But it would be equally as devastating for Zverev because he knows what we know, that this is like super, super rare. Like this is such a moment, and it's his moment. Like this is supposed to be his slam now, right? But if he lost it, God, that would just be the worst for him. Caboli's going to get another opportunity, or at least he's going to. You would expect the Caboli, he's come here once, he's only getting better. But Zverev's been here for so long. He's supposed to win a slam 10 years ago. That was what they were building the next gen of finals around Zverev, right? He was the face of the next gen. He was supposed to be the guy, not Medvedev, who ended up winning a slam, right? Medvedev, he's been to a lot of slam finals too. All right, love 15. Is it a backhand out from Bartunkova in the net? 15-0. Man, it's Zverev time. Like, this is Zverev time. Caboli might rob him, though. Like, Caboli stealing this title would not be out of the question. All right. Eala. Serving with a set here, 15-0. The Monaco F1 is on as well. Nice. As Bartunkova misses the doesn't get the racket to it. 30-15. Good morning from New York. Zverev, please don't break my heart. Yeah, look, I think we can all agree that the first set is super important. Super important for both guys. Obviously, there will be nerves on both sides. Zverev's got to be nervous, right? 40-15. But I tell you, I loved what I heard from Zverev in the post-match, semi-final post-match interview. Set points Eala. Gil said Caboli in 5. I respect that. Look, I respect it. As the return goes the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Bartunkova. Goes out. We're going 3 in this final. Eala takes the second 6-3. And we're going 3 to decide who's going to win this title over in Birmingham. No, I respect that. Like I could easily see that doesn't seem impossible that Caboli wins in 5. I picked Zverev in 4, but that's because I'm putting my faith in Zverev. I'm just like, bro, I put my reputation in your hands. I'm picking the guy that should win. Ugh. So we'll see. But Caboli winning in 5 would not shock me. If the Zverev that we've seen, well, the Zverev that people are that are waiting for that, like, okay, the nervous Zverev, if he shows up, Caboli in 5 is definitely a chance. But I think Zverev is gonna. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to win your slam. The stars have aligned. The stars have lost. Right? It's time for Zverev to win. All right. And the players are about to walk out on court. Here we go. Here we go. There is no sound effects when you do the crossover. Yeah, sorry. Sound effects are on mute for now. Hang on. All right, here we go. It is a perfect day in Paris. 22 degrees, maximum today, 50% humidity, a little bit of wind. Probably the nicest day of the tournament. There's been sunny days, but they've been hot. There's been cold days and windy, shitty weather. This is probably the best conditions. Like, these are perfect tennis conditions today. This is exactly, like, a little bit of breeze, not too hot, sun's out. Like, this is perfect. This is how Roland Garros final, it's perfect. No rain, no wind, no blistering sun. Appreciate the double header. Tennis Talk is the best. Hey, thank you, Alyssa. Appreciate those words. Cam is talking up Zverev, so we don't care. He is streaming a 125. Oh, okay. You're actually in that match, though. You're watching the Eala match, so why are you complaining? All right, here we go. Caboli walking out first. God, if Caboli wins that, I can't find that shirt anywhere. They don't sell that shirt in Australia. Roof is open, yes. I can't find that shirt in Australia, so that's going to be interesting. I think Bartunkova went to the bathroom. We're just waiting for her to come back for the final set. Sampras never won the French. That is correct. Here we go. God, Rinaldi's got to be feeling nerves. The dude hasn't played in like 4 days. And I know people like to think that, Rinaldi stepped out of his way to give him a better chance, which is funny. But why would you want to have 4 days off at a Grand Slam? That is crazy. Like, playing that match in the semis, even just playing it, even if you won easily, that is better than not playing. I think a lot of people forgot that Caboli hadn't actually had a tough road. Like, had Caboli had a Rinaldi's run to the semis, right? Then I could understand a little bit that Rinaldi stepping aside, which is a total theory, right? I could understand that. But Caboli's not played. He's not played that many intense matches. He played the FAA match was 4 sets in 3 hours. That was it. All the other matches have been pretty easy for Caboli. So I don't think he needs a 4-day holiday before the final. Imagine that. Like, as soon as Rinaldi pulled out, Caboli's been sitting. I mean, even before that, he probably had a bit of a hinkling that, oh man, this guy's not feeling well because they're friends, right? He would have been like, oh, he's been throwing up all night. Oh shit, he might not play. He's probably been thinking about, oh, I'm in the final for like 3 days. That can't help. That's got to be nerve-wracking enough. By the way, Italian tennis royalty are out there. Panatta, the only other Italian Roland Garros champion from the Open era, is there on the men's side. Schiavone's probably there somewhere as well. All right, and Bartunkova serving first in the final set against Eala. Zverev's walking out. He's wearing all the black. He's wearing all black. He's been wearing that Darth Zverev outfit all day, all week. I might actually have to get it if he wins. Put it on the wall. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I think I can get that shirt. I can find that shirt easier than the Alcaraz ones. Or the Sinner ones. I don't know if maybe I can't find them at all. Maybe they're rare. Here we go. Zverev walks out, and I tell you what he said after the semis. He was like, the normal question that all the people ask. Oh, are you excited to be in the final? Are you excited? You got all your family here. Are you excited to be in the final? Are you ready? Are you celebrating? He's like, no, we haven't won yet. I'm like, yeah, that's what you say. You don't celebrate at the semis. Not if you're Zverev, right? You've been in the semis. You played semis. I'm like, yes, that is what I want to hear from a Zverev who's going to win a Grand Slam. Like, that's Grand Slam Sasha speak right there. That's what you say. As Eala into the volley, Bartunkova puts it away 30-love. So, like, when I heard that, I was like, it's like that famous, when the Lakers go up 2-0 and they ask Kobe if he's excited, he's like, job's not done. It's exactly like that. I was like, that was Zverev's job not done. He's like, they come here to watch me win. They didn't come here to make me make the final. I made the final. 2 years ago, I made the final. I don't need to celebrate final. Like, we're not here to make the final, right? 30-love. So I love that from Zverev. I love it. He's saying the right things. He's been talking all week about just like one match at a time, blah, blah, blah. Main character energy, exactly. He's been just saying like, one match at a time. I'm not focusing on who's not here. We're only focused on who I've got to play. Like, he's saying all the right things. And he's winning the matches in straightforward fashion for the most part. As Bartunkova gets to 40-love. So again, just so many things that Zverev is doing right this week. right? Now he just has to win the trophy to make it, because it's all come to this, right? Like, he's beaten the players. He hasn't really had anything to worry about. He was down 5-2 in the first set against Hodar. That's it. He's serving great. He's only been broken a few times. Like, this is his final. This is his moment. All right, 40 love. As Bartunkova serves first in the third, and that goes in the net on the return from Eala. 1 love Bartunkova. Don't worry, chat. I've mentioned this already, but we're going to be locking into this French Open final to start us off. The Eala match will also be running. Again, thank you everybody for your patience. I not a word of a lie. Stressed. About 3 hours ago, I was sitting here going, "Oh shit, the Eala match is going to start, and then the Zverev match is going to start, and then we're going to have a double header, and I don't want to do a double header, and we're going to clash, and it's going to But so many people are wanting to watch Eala, and obviously everyone's wanting to watch the French Open. So, but here we are. The match hasn't started yet, so there's no score on the screen because the match hasn't started. But they're about to start. So thank you everybody for your patience. If I could do this schedule, if it was up to me, the Eala match would have finished 2 hours ago. All right, Kabali warming up with Zverev. So thank you everybody for your understanding. As Bartunkova in the net and it's 15 love Eala. And I can tell you this, the Eala match is going to finish in probably the next 45 minutes anyway. No Queen's Club schedule yet. That's all right. They're probably just waiting for the qualies to finish. All right, 15 love Eala. Don't feel bad. Don't feel you have to do anything else. Well, I do feel bad, but I'm trying. Backhand goes in for Bartunkova. Eala puts away 30 love. And look, and hopefully, when the Eala match is done, we'll focus on everything. Why are you yelling for the coin toss? The coin toss it just happened. The Eala match is into the final set. Don't feel bad, man. It's your age talking. Yeah, bro, I'm like a 74-year-old man. Just a filter. I'll tell you, who's going to be off to a better start in this final? Because Zverev is going to... Oh, you're saying the crowd. Oh, the crowd are yelling. Okay. Why are the people yelling for the coin toss? I don't know. Maybe because Kabali won it. Bartunkova hits a smash long, 40 love. All right, so... I'll give you some other stats here. Zverev, currently he joins. This is not what you want to. You don't want to be a part of this club, right? He's lost his first 3 Grand Slam finals. You know who else did that? Andre Agassi, Ivan Lendl, Andy Murray, Tony Roach, Casper Ruud, Dominic Thiem, and Goran Ivanisevic. All those guys lost their first 3 Grand Slam finals. Now, obviously, Ivanisevic, Lendl, Murray, Agassi and Thiem all won a Grand Slam on their next attempt, or at least in their next attempts. They eventually got there. Tony Roach didn't, and Casper Ruud has yet to win a slam. But that's the club he joins. If he does lose today, Zverev, he will end up being in the same category as Thiem, Ivanisevic. Sorry, if he loses today, he'll be in the same category as Lendl, Murray, and losing his first 4 slam finals. So he doesn't want to be in that category. He wants to be in the one with Agassi winning his 4th and winning the 4th time lucky, right? He wants to be a part of the 4th time lucky club, right? That's what he wants. Doesn't want to be a part of the 0-4. Nobody wants to talk to 0-4. All right? Nobody likes Owen. Shout out to Owens. Love 15, Eala. I doubt Cam witnessed Lendl play. You don't know me. Maybe I did. You don't know that. I know who Ivan Lendl is. Why you gotta be like that? As Bartunkova serves an ace. That's 15-0. Here we go. Sinner in 4. You're a few weeks early. That's Wimbledon. He's playing Wimbledon. It's gonna be weird that we haven't watched Sinner for like 4 weeks. By the time we watched him in the first round of Wimby on day 1, right, Monday, it's been like 5 weeks since that. Great drop shot by Bartunkova, 30-15. All right, Zverev's going to serve. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Zverev is serving, and there's the trophy he's going to try and lift. But Kabuli ain't a pushover. Kabuli is there. Will he Kabuli Zverev? I'm sure Zverev is going to hit a double fault in this game. If he doesn't serve, if he wins this game with no double faults to start, that would be something. I reckon Zverev is, you're allowed to double fault in the first game of a slam final. Especially if you've gone through hell like Zverev has to get this opportunity. All right, 30-15, by the way. There's a bit of forehand up the line from Bartunkova. Eala forehand cross court. Bartunkova backhand. Eala goes up the line again to the forehand of Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits a winner. Cross court. Wait, hang on. Zverev's not serving. Oh, that was the last warm-up serve. Oh, my bad. The score's about to come up. Don't worry, they haven't started yet. Zverev's just sitting. No Kabuliing today. I tell you, Kabuli looks, he's got either great poker face and he looks very calm and very, very like fierce, or he's actually calm and fierce. I mean, he's got nothing to lose, Kabuli. Like actually, like when you say, like, yeah, okay, he does have a slam to lose, right? Yes, but he is not the favorite. He's not expected to do anything. This is not his moment. He might get another chance eventually, but he just can do whatever he wants today. And no one's going to shame him if he even loses in straight sets. Nobody's going to be like, oh, Kabuli was terrible. No. Kabuli doesn't have it. There's no pressure on Kabuli today. At least outward. Maybe inwardly. Maybe on himself, for sure. Kabuli is going to serve first. My bad. Zverev was serving like he was practicing like he was playing. Got me fooled. I've got Zverev in 4. Who you got, chat? Let me know. As Bartunkova tries to take the lead again. Who you got, chat? Give me your predictions. As we just serve now the back end of Zverev. Return goes to the back end of Kabuli. Kabuli hits it out. Love 15. Zverev takes the first point. Bernard Tomic's also playing. Nice. Keep us updated as that goes out by Eala. Bartunkova 2-1 in the third. All right. Love 15. By the way, Kabuli's team are all wearing blue. Italian blue, right? The Italian team colors. They're all wearing blue. All right. Serve down the tee is a fault from Kabuli. Second serve. I keep wanting to say Kabuli, but I know that's we'll talk about that later. Oh, Kabuli double faults, chat. I did warn you. I thought Zverev would be the double fault, but there's always going to be a double fault. I feel like there must be a thing where you're like, who can double faults in the first game of a slam final? Like, it's got like, there's always a double fault. I mean, even yesterday, didn't Fralinska hit a double fault in the first game as well? Always a double fault. All right, Zverev, love 30. Love 30. Kabuli serves into the back end of Zverev. Return goes in. No, goes out. 15-30. 15-30. Bit of a breeze out there. I said it was only going to be a light breeze, but maybe it's a little bit stronger than expected. All right, 15-30. Kabuli serves again. It'll be funny if Kabuli wins. God, that's sad. What, you would laugh at people's pain? That's sad. As it a 4-0 from Zverev, that's a good shot. Kabuli gets it back. Hits it out, though. 15-40. 15-40. Zverev. Break points. First game. Eala's down to 2-1 in the third. Imagine losing 4 finals. By the way, Lenny Kravitz in the house. Yeah, but like so did Andy Murray and so did Ivan Lendl. So I mean, and they're great players. So I mean, why you got to be so mean? Double fault from Eala. Love 15 as Kabuli serves 15-40. As a return from Zverev goes out 30-40. One saved. I'll pretend I know who said that. Oh, that's not good. If people can't read your text. That sends us message. Dutchie's like, who's talking? Somebody saying something? Deb sees all, though. Anyways, Eala hits a winner 15-all. Lenny doesn't get old. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is a boss. 30-40. Still break point for Zverev. First game. Back in return for Zverev. Into the forehand Caboli. Zverev. With a forehand down the line. Caboli there with the backhand. Zverev backhand again. The backhand Caboli. Into the backhand Zverev. Who opens up the shoulders, goes cross court. And Caboli on the stretch. Zverev on the attack. But Caboli gets it back. Zverev doesn't go to the net. As they go backhand to forehand now. Zverev definitely pushing Caboli around. Then Zverev eventually in the net. I'll tell you. Zverev, I mean, he I don't know. Maybe he's just toying with Caboli a little bit there, but didn't really go for the kill there. Maybe, but remember we saw this with Menchik and Hadar. Long first sets, physically good for Zverev, physically bad for opponents. So maybe he's playing the long game, Zverev, as he has been the last couple of days, couple of matches. Eala puts in the net, 15-40. We're going to break points for Bartunkova in this final set. All right, deuce. Fair enough, Deb. Backhand return. Goes in the forehand Caboli. Forehand from Zverev. Passing shot is a lob, but it's long. Advantage Caboli. Advantage Caboli. They're showing someone in the stands that is wearing a hat. And I have no idea who that lady was, but she must be famous or the cameraman's wife. Advantage Caboli. As he serves to take the first game of this Roland Garros final. Eala's down break points at 15-40. Bartunkova drop shot return. Eala gets it and hits a winner, 30-40. As the return goes in the forehand, it hit the taper, went over for Zverev. And we get back to deuce. Zverev gets very lucky. Back to deuce. Eala survives 30-40. When does Wimbledon start? Wimbledon starts in like 3 weeks. We haven't got the score on the Eala match. What? Yes, you do. As we find out from Eala, that is a winner and she gets the deuce. All right, Caboli serving into the forehand Zverev. Forehand from Caboli. Into the backhand slices Zverev. Caboli forehand cross court. Zverev with a pass in the net. Caboli advantage. If you want to watch the Zverev score, you got to jump on over Zverev. There's a scoreboard. So there's a scoreboard for the Zverev and there's a scoreboard for the Eala match. So depending on which one you want to watch. If you want to watch both, open 2 tabs. Backhand winner from Bartunkova. Advantage. Zverev looks nervous. Why are people saying no scoreboard? You're all messing with me now. I know you're messing with me. Literally, the scoreboard's there. Look, I mean, the scoreboard is literally there. All right. Advantage Bartunkova. And advantage Caboli. Caboli goes in the back of Zverev. Forehand from Caboli. Again to the backhand of Zverev. Caboli, another backhand rally. As Zverev hits another backhand into the backhand of Caboli. Zverev backhand up a line. Caboli gets back with a forehand, but it's in the net. And these rallies are exactly what Zverev wants. All right, deuce. And Eala also gets back to deuce with a good serve. All right. Eala at deuce. Just saved a bunch of break points. And then an ace. All right. Advantage Eala. Caboli to serve. Long first game of this Roland Garros final. As the return goes in the forehand of Caboli. Forehand from Zverev. Into the forehand of Caboli. Zverev. Forehand again to the forehand of Caboli. Caboli, sprays it wide. Yet the reason why the scoreboard is not on in the Eala match, because we're watching, it's in the Eala match and Zverev matches are 2 different things. As we're back in now from Eala. Drop shot from Bartunkova in the net. 2-0. Eala holds. 2-2. 2-2. All right. Advantage Zverev. As Caboli serves out wide and Zverev in the net on the return. We get the deuce. Chat, what's going to finish first? This final of Birmingham or this first game? What's first? The first game of the final of the French or the actual final set of the Birmingham I feel like Birmingham set might finish first. They're playing a marathon. And again, to those asking why we're watching Eala, we're watching Eala 3 hours ago. So we're still watching her because I feel like it would be kind of rude to just shut down a stream that people were tuned into. I didn't want it this way, but we're here. Zverev with a volley. That's a beautiful winner. Cam, you were covering Eala match before. Exactly. Thank you. And now, unfortunately, the schedule has ruined my plan, but thank you for understanding. As Zverev gets another set point. Sorry, break point. Advantage, fourth break point of the game. You're doing great. Thank you, Tori. Advantage, Zverev. Second serve. Second serve to the back, and Zverev return. Into the forehand, Caboli shanks it, and Zverev breaks first game. All right. Zverev takes the first. Also, the reason why we're doing it this way today is because I want it to be so that the replay, right? So people coming in to watch the French Open final. By the way, if you are watching this French Open final from the future and you're watching it, comment down below. What's up? So that when you can watch this replay in the future, it'll only show one scoreboard. So it's also like, I'm going fancy today. I'm trying to get a little fancy so that people that watch the replay are like, Zverev, oh, you watch, okay. We might talk about Eala a little bit to start with, which is kind of confusing, but the Zverev scoreboard and Caboli match is what you see, you know? All right, by the way, Bartunkova 30-15. One love Zverev. He breaks. This is the perfect start to a Grand Slam final. And Caboli, it's a terrible start. Also a 10-minute game as well. Perfect for Zverev as well, physically. There's been a drop shot in the net. No, it goes over by Zverev. Caboli going to get there, though. He's quick. And then Zverev slices up the line, goes wide. It's love 15. No Caboliing today. Not yet. Eala gets the 30-all. If you're in the future, no scores in the chat. I don't think you can chat if you're from the future. You can only comment. All right. Love 15, Caboli. And Eala's got Bartunkova at 30-all. There's a backhand return from Eala. And the drop shot's nice by Bartunkova, but Eala's too quick. Gets it and puts it away. 30-40. Zverev with a good serve. Gets the 15-all. I'll tell you. The Zverev team look pretty calm. They don't look too bothered yet. 15-all. Cam on double duty. Yeah. I'll tell you, I don't care what anybody says. I'm telling my boss tomorrow that I'm taking the day off. Get stuffed. I'm not working tomorrow, boss. All right. Zverev is a lovely forehand winner. I've worked so hard this 2 weeks. I've worked like 160 hours. As Eala gets the break 3-2. I'm taking the day off tomorrow, unless Serena plays. But that's okay. We'll watch the Serena stream. There'll be probably only 100 people here anyway. And we'll just chill and hang out there anyway. 30-15 Zverev. We'll watch. It won't be so stressful. I'm taking the day off. There are only 168 hours in the week. Yeah, I mean, not in the week. I mean, in the last 2 weeks. This tournament. Sorry. In the last 2 weeks of Roland Garros, I've worked I've streamed more than I can count. 30-15. I can't count to 160. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Zverev and Caboli in the net. Zverev, 40-15. Who am I supporting at the FIFA World Cup? Australia. Woo. Go Australia. Socceroos. Woo. I think one of the worst teams in the competition. But that's all right. I follow the Rockies. I'm used to it. We're good. We'll win. And also Essendon are the worst team. Great. I actually don't have any... God, this sucks, chap. Anyways, great serving Zverev. He gets the 2 love. All my teams are terrible right now. It's not good. It's not good. And you know, Alcaraz and Sinner are not here. Sinkeras are gone. This is just... Yeah. I'm going to have to find a new sport to get into and pick the best team so then I don't have to feel this heartbreak every week. All right. Yala's got the break 3-2 final set. And Zverev has the break 2-love first set. He's off to a flyer. 13 minutes as well. So timing-wise, good for Zverev. He's just getting Caboli to make these errors as well. Love 15. Caboli in the net. Bartunkova goes to the net, puts it away. And it's love 15 on both courts. All right, Caboli serves a fault. Second serve. We love you from Manila. Hey, thank you. I want to go to Philippines at the end of the year. That might be where I go on my end of season trip. And there's a bit of flying out from Zverev. Is that out? Can't see. Maybe. It was. 15-0. As Bartunkova goes to the front of Eala. Back end of Bartunkova. Eala into the back end of Bartunkova. Eala with the forehand again up the line. Too good. 15-0. Great shot from Eala. All right, 15-0. Caboli serves. 14 minutes for 2 games is playing into Zverev's hands. And I said this the other day when Hadar and both Hadar and Menchik, right? They didn't realize what Zverev was doing in that first set. They're not realizing that he's dragging out the first sets to wear them out. And they're just playing, right? Because they're just like, oh, I'm in a final of a slam or a quarterfinal of a slam, blah, blah, blah. But like, he's doing this on purpose. This is not an accident that it's been 15 minutes for 2 games and we're playing at a snail's pace. This is exactly what Zverev is doing. So then in the 4th set, if you're serving to stay in the match and you're tired because it's 4 hours, like that's where Zverev's going to get you later. Like he's making you work now. He's wearing you down, but they might not be thinking that because Caboli's thinking, shit, I don't want to get bageled in a slam. And he's just thinking of getting a game. He's like, I need a game here. He's not thinking about how long it's taken, right? He doesn't realize that Zverev is like, chipping away at him already. 30-15. Backhand return the forehand of Caboli. Forehand from Zverev. Goes wide and it's 40-15. Yeah, he'll pay dividends at the end. Or, as it goes on. We've seen the last 2 matches against the young guys. He just does it. And Medvedev does it too. Medvedev doesn't care if he wins the first set or not, as long as it's a long set and he's at least going to beat you physically. He might have to come back from a set down if Zverev does lose this set, which he's in the lead, so he wouldn't have to worry. Caboli gets on the board, though, with a good forehand. But like these guys have that, they know they can beat you physically. They've got the gas tanks. The young guys aren't proven yet. Their gas tanks are still developing, right? We don't know what Caboli's limit is. We know Zverev's limit. He's played 5-hour matches against, the best players of all time. We don't know what Caboli's limit is, and Zverev's going to test his limit. Caboli's going to find out his limit today. All right, 30-all, by the way. Eala trying to get this game to consolidate. She wants to watch the French Open final like all of us. She's like, I'm missing out on the Roland Garros final. Give me the trophy. I want to watch the final. Take a pen, Cam. Give out a few autographs. Why? Where? Why? As with a backhand, Bartunkova sliced into the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Bartunkova is wide. 40-30 Eala. Can I start learning tennis in AU even though I'm 30 years old as a newbie? Yeah. There is no, you can do whatever you want. There's no limit. There's no, you have to know how to play tennis by 30, otherwise you're not invited. You can play tennis. You can start playing tennis at 50. You can start playing tennis at 70. Yeah. I mean, do you want to be a pro? Then that's a little bit tougher. But, I mean, if you want to just learn how to play tennis, you can pick up tennis whenever you want. There's no time limit. There's no age limit. You can start tennis whenever you want. As with a forehand slice, out by Bartunkova. Eala's 4-2. Eala with the 4-2 lead. As Caboli comes to the net and hits it long. And it's 15-love. Eala's 2 games away from winning Birmingham. She's had to fight for this. This has been a real Real battle today. Cobolli didn't have to play semis, but he looks more tired than Zverev right now, breathing heavy. Yeah, because he didn't play. He hasn't played for 4 days. So he's forgotten, that again, not playing the semis, I feel like is worse for Cobolli than if he had played. Like, I feel like we're underestimating like the extra day off. Like that's not always a good thing, And that he's got to he was consistently playing, every second day, and then all of a sudden he skips a day, and then he has another day off, and then he has to play again. It's like, it might not be a good thing for him. He's got to find that rhythm again. He's got to get back in the groove. Whereas when you're playing every second day, you're like 1 day off, recover, come back and play. 1 day off, come back and play. It's got to mess with you. Is Kyrgios playing tomorrow? He's playing doubles, yeah? 30 loves Zverev? He's playing doubles, yeah? I started learning in my mid-50s and play socially. It's brilliant. Exactly. See? Chat, that goes for any hobby. If you want to pick up any hobby, there is no limit. You might not be good at it. It's a different story. But you don't have, there's no, you can start playing guitar. You can do whatever you want, including playing tennis. You can play tennis at 30. I'm sure I'm going to pick up heaps of hobbies at some point. That's when I'm going to volley. I have a lot of hobbies already. Backhand volley winner by Bartunkova, 40 love. Congratulations, Zverev, on your first slam. Are you from the future? I started playing 42 after football injury in class now. There you go. Zverev, 30-15. As Cobolli hits a slice. Into the forehand of Zverev. Cobolli, forehand on the stretch. Up the line of the backhand is Zverev. Good backhand from Zverev. Then he comes up with a volley. That is class by Zverev. 40-15. Just angles from Zverev as Bartunkova holds, and Eala's got the break. 4-3 in the final set. 40-15 Zverev. What a backhand. He is just working Cobolli. He is working Cobolli in this match. And the volley to put... Zverev, by the way, and I'll give you a stat. One in the chat if you like stats. One in the chat if you like stats. I need a stat check. Because I got a really good stat for you. Regarding Zverev. 40-15. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Zverev. That's a great angle. Cobolli slices it. Zverev with the backhand cross court. Cobolli stays home and hits a winner. He got in there. 40-30. Zverev could have gone up the line. But didn't. And Cobolli stayed still and got the winner. All right. Oh, you want stat? All right. So Zverev, he has come to the net this week 172 times, and he's won 122 points. Cobolli's gone to 80 points. He's gone to the net 80 times. So he's doubled Cobolli going to the net this week. Obviously, Cobolli played one less match, but Zverev has gone to the net a lot. As Zverev hits a forehand winner, and it's 3-1 Zverev. He keeps that break. But that's a lot. I mean, Zverev going to the net 172 times on a clay court? That's crazy. That's a lot. 71% winning record at the net, too. Also, Zverev has hit a lot more winners than errors. 62 extra winners than errors is the ratio. 255 winners and 193 errors. So he has been playing and only been broken 7 times in the whole tournament as well. Cobolli's only been broken 10 times. So, I mean, Cobolli also been playing very, very well, but Zverev is just he's been doing everything right. He's been near perfect this tournament so far. As Bartunkova puts away misses the volley. Ooh, 15 love. So you're saying Zverev goes to the net, you're cooked. No, I'm just saying that he's been very successful at the net, and that's going to, gives Cobolli something else to think about because Zverev's not usually going to the net. They don't usually get to the net. All right, 15 love here, Eala. She tries to finish this match. 30 love, good serve. Cobolli love 15. As Cobolli serves out wide the back of Zverev. Great return, but Cobolli gets with a forehand in the open court and too good. I'll tell you, Zverev, he pushed Zverev way out of court there. And Zverev with a nice backhand, but Cobolli was able to flick it into the open court, and Zverev's not that quick. He's quick. Ain't that quick. 15-0. As the return goes out by Bartunkova. 40, love. Eala is a couple of games away from lifting another Challenger trophy and getting off to a really good start on the grass. 15-0 here. Kaboli serves. Into the forehand is Zverev. Kaboli backhand. Into the backhand is Zverev. As Kaboli again to the backhand is Zverev up the line. Kaboli with a forehand cross court. Goes long. 15-30. Zverev looking for that double break. Alrighty, Eala 40-15. Bartunkova in panic now. Yeah, Bartunkova was up a break in the second. I mean, she looked like she was starting to take control, but then Eala got the break back, and Bartunkova's never looked like she's been back in the set, and she's making all the errors too. 5-3 Eala. She's one game away. As Zverev hits it back end of the net, but the umpire's going to check the mark on the serve, and the umpire says it was good. So it's 30-0. All right. Eala one game away. All right, first serve is a fault from Bartunkova. And Zverev with a forehand rally now to the forehand of Kaboli. Kaboli sprays it wide. I tell you, he's making Kaboli impatient. 15-40. Now, we watched them play in Hamburg. We watched these guys play. Not Hamburg. We watched them play in Munich. And Kaboli was blasting the ball through Zverev that day. He is not able to do that right now. That is not working right now. He's trying to hit winners, and that is not happening. He's making errors, and Zverev is taking some, getting some extra chances. First serve, the fault, second serve. Zverev looking for the double break. Bartunkova double fault to 15-0. Eala's 3 points away. As Kaboli deep into the back end of Zverev, back into Kaboli, into the forehand of Zverev. It's Kaboli. Forehand again to the forehand of Zverev. Kaboli forehand again. Into that Zverev forehand. Kaboli drop shot. He's in the net. Zverev's got a double break. This is the perfect start to Zverev's final. All right, Eala misses the return. 30-15. 25 minutes. Double break. 4-1. Sasha. Lots of errors from Kaboli. Nervous start for Kaboli. But Zverev is just steady, man. He's locked in. All right, Eala 30-15 for Bartunkova. Bartunkova hits it out. Eala's 2 points away from the trophy. 30-0. Great start. Kaboli's just not settled. And he's spraying it too. All right, here we go. 30-0. Eala 2 points from victory. Bartunkova to serve. Great serve. Okay. That was a great serve. All right, 40-30. Bartunkova to make Eala serve the championship. By the way, don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. Don't forget to like the video as well. I'm glad we were able to finish the Birmingham tournament that we started at the start of the week. And the men's French Open final is all Zverev right now. As Bartunkova forehand winner. Eala's going to have to serve for this match. All right, 4-1 Zverev. This is the start. This is the start. Why 2 separate streams though? It's so that the people that are watching, everybody wave to the people watching the replay in 5 years from now, the French Open final replay. It's so those people can watch this in without it looking like a mess. We're just trying something new today. just so it looks a little bit cleaner in the replay. All right, 4-1, Zverev with a double break. As Zverev shanks it into the net. And it's love 15. Eala's going to serve this championship. And don't worry, chat, I will stop ignoring you. Deb. By the way, shout out to Deb. Grand Slam finals are the hardest. Actually, Grand Slams are the hardest. Arsene Wenger's in the house. Yeah, I saw that too. Arsenal win and he is in the house. That's cool. I know he wasn't a part of the win, but yeah. Anyways, backhand now from Caboli. Up the line to the forehand of Zverev. Caboli backhand again. Into the backhand of Zverev. Caboli up the line. Overhits it. And it's 15-0. Caboli just throws the hands up. Yeah, Caboli's starting to get annoyed. Nothing's working for him right now. 30-0. High future me and the other future people with 5 years. That's it. By the way, Cam, if you're watching this in the future, which would be, well, maybe you are, we better be at 500K. Do we get to 500,000? We better be there. 5-4. Yeah, I was serving for the match. She serves a fault second serve. I see 1 million in the future. Hey, look, if we get to 1 million, that would be insane. As we're backing up from Eala. Bartunkova 4 up the line is a winner. Ooh. Love 15. Zverev's at 15.30 here. Zverev at 15.30. He's in a little trouble already. Caboli wants one of those breaks back now. Please don't remove tattoos. Wasn't going to. All right. Bartunkova with a forehand inside out. Eala with a slice. Bartunkova comes in with a volley winner. Uh-oh, love 30. As that goes in the net by Caboli. And it's 30-0. 30-0 Caboli. He's still got a little chance here to maybe get one of these breaks back. Do you think you'll get to 1 million? If so, then when? I don't know. You can't plan these things. But I'm just going to keep watching matches and we'll just keep streaming. And you guys, if you guys keep wanting the streams, we'll keep coming up. And one day, hopefully that happens. All right, love 30. Bartunkova and Caboli with a nothing backhand in the net. 40-30. Zverev to get to 5-1 here in this first set. Double fault Eala, love 40. Why not both matches on screen? So that people in the future can watch the Zverev match with the scoreboard. And you can watch the Eala match. Scoreboard is on, you can go to the other match. It's just, we're just trying something new today. All right. 40-30. And love 40 Bartunkova. 40-30 Zverev to go to 5-1. The return now for Bartunkova. Eala forehand on the stretch. Bartunkova backhand is a winner. We're back on serve. It's 5-all. Zverev hits a massive serve and he holds. Zverev 5-1 in this first set. God, and he looks like a man who's about to win a slam in a couple hours. He is looking confident. The Sasha strut. He is strutting around. And so he should. I mean, hey, it's Emily she's actually in Paris. Is that Emily from Paris? Emily from Indian Wells. Paris from Indian Wells. Paris, what's her name? Emily from Paris. She's in a show or something, right? Paris? Somebody help. As Caboli comes in with a drop volley in the net. Oh, God. He can't even hit the easy shots in. Love 15. Lily Collins. Is that her name? She's at all the tennis. Is Emily in Paris a tennis show? Should I watch that? Eala's got love 15. As Bartunkova drop shot. Eala gets it with a pass. God, Bartunkova threw that one. Love 30. As Caboli goes to the back and Zverev. Back into Caboli. Into the back and Zverev. Caboli. Back in again. No, Zverev hit it wide. 15-0. 15-0. And love 30, Bartunkova, who just broke back. As we have a 4-4 rally, Zverev up the line to the backhand of Cobolli. Backhand now from... Oh, it's Phil Collins' daughter? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Anyway, it's 4-4 rally. As Zverev, forehand up the line. Cobolli gets it with the backhand. And then Zverev hits a beautiful short ball, drop shot. Love, what is it, 15-30. It's love 40, by the way. Yeah, to get the break again. Is there any movies related to tennis you'd recommend besides challenges? Yeah, Wimbledon. Watch Wimbledon. I will. I'm going to watch Wimbledon before we watch the tennis next week. It hit the tape, by the way, and Cobolli just, asking for help. 15-30. Zverev is a monster right now. He's ripping Cobolli's game apart. 30-all, though. Good serve. Bartunkova gets a 15-40, saves one. All right, serve again. Cobolli down the tee is an ace. Or was it a let? Oh, they call it a fault. Must hit it long. Second serve. Bartunkova with a slice forehand. Eala's got the forehand cross court. Bartunkova gets with the backhand. Eala, forehand up the line. Bartunkova gets it back. Into the forehand of Eala. Cross court, the backhand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand is good. Bartunkova in the net. Eala breaks. She's got to serve at the championship again. And Zverev has got a set point. 30-40. God, this final is going too quick, chat. This French Open final is going way too quick. We just got here. Sasha, slow down. 30-40. Serve to the forehand is Zverev, but it's a let. Laura, that's what I'm thinking too. 4-4 rally. Zverev wins the first set. 6-1. God, I tell you, it's a combination. Zverev is like, this is my trophy. Get out of my way. And Cobolli has not been playing well. So it's a combination of both. 35 minutes played. Zverev been rock solid. One game on serve, he had a little bit of a shake. But Cobolli has come out here super nervous. And now Cobolli's gone to the bathroom just to reset his mind. First set in the bag, Sasha, 6-1. All right, Eala's going to try and serve this championship again. I didn't think that the first set of the French Open final would be over before the Eala match. That's just credit to how Zverev has been playing. I mean, he's got Cobolli all kinds of confused. 2 sets away. What if Sasha, smashes this final? What if he crushes Cobolli today? I mean, that would be something, right? That would be kind of crazy, right? I mean, I don't think we expect that. Him to win easily, right? He could, though. Bartunkova to win 11-15. I mean, what if he, wins 1-1 and 2? Nadal style. What are we doing? Really? That's what we thought was going to happen today? I didn't know it wasn't. I don't think anyone thought straight sets easy Zverev, right? Love 15. Bartunkova trying to get back on serve again. Eala trying to win the championship. Forehand from Eala up the line. That's a winner. 15-0. Cobolli's got to come back from that bathroom a different player because he did yuck, terrible set of tennis from 3 winners, 16 errors. Cobolli 3 winners, 16 errors. Zverev with the 9 winners, 9 errors, solid. Didn't face a break point on serve, but Cobolli 16 errors, yuck. As with a backhand now from Bartunkova up the line into the back of Eala. Bartunkova forehand up the line to the forehand of Eala. Bartunkova's in control. Eala with the backhand gets it back. Bartunkova with a terrible volley, and Eala makes her pay. 30-15, 2 points away, Eala. Man, Zverev crushes the first set. Then he Kravitz taking selfies. All right, 30-15 Eala. Why would someone care about the Eala's match over a French Open? I don't know. There's like, I don't know. There's 4,000 people that do care in the Eala stream. Ask them. Serve to the forehand of Bartunkova. Eala forehand up the line. Bartunkova. Forehand goes to the backhand of Eala. Eala misses 30-all. All right, Caboli's back. Let's see if Caboli, he sent out his twin brother or something. Like, has he figured out how to hit forehands? Like, he's got to come back with some sort of resistance. Because he's also serving second. Zverev broke to win the set. So now Caboli's going to be back serving second. All right, Eala's at 30-all here. 2 points from the championship. Again, thank you everybody for joining us. Apologies for the collision of schedule. I can't help it. Like, that's just how the schedule rolls. Eala with a fault second serve. But don't worry, the Eala match is right towards the end. And Zverev's match has just begun. I'm sure Caboli's going to get the second and make this interesting. God, I hope so. It'd be one of the most straightforward finals of all time if Zverev wins in straights and doesn't break a sweat. 30-40 would be like a Rafa versus Ruud from 4 years ago. All right, Bartunkova to get the break again. God, Eala is... And she doesn't... I tell you, we never watch a boring Eala match. It's a white-knuckle roller coaster. This stress ball was new when I picked it up this morning. As the forehand goes into the front of Eala, Bartunkova. Again to the front of Eala. Bartunkova backhand. Eala wins a point. Bartunkova goes long, and it's deuce. As Zverev hits it long, and Caboli wins the first point of the second. Love, 15. All right. Caboli's just going to hit some winners. If he starts hitting some winners, he'll feel like he's in the match. Because that's what he couldn't do. He's just spraying the ball. Only 3 winners, 16 errors. Like, Caboli, he needs to hit some winners here just to give himself some confidence again as Bartunkova return winner. Advantage Bartunkova as Zverev too good on the serve. 15-0. Advantage Bartunkova. To break again. Score prediction on sets. Well, I said Zverev in 4, but I also didn't think Zverev was going to win this first set 6-1. But I think Caboli will win a set still. As Zverev serves down the tee, Caboli puts up a lob. Zverev wins a point though, because Caboli's lob does not make it. 30-15 as Eala serves. Down break point, second serve Eala. Into the back end of Bartunkova. Eala wins the point again. Bartunkova just keeps missing returns. We're back to deuce. Eala survives again. Bartunkova unable to make Eala pay on the second. All right. Zverev, 30-15, first game. There's a forehand now from Zverev. Passing shot from Caboli is not great. The lob's great, though. Whoa, what a shot by Caboli. That'll give you confidence. If it was in. Why was that out? How was that out? 4-15. He looks at his coaches. I've got it on mute, chat. I can't hear him. How is that out? Even the coach is like confused. Bartunkova advantage again. God, he needed that to be in to get some confidence, Caboli. We need some more final set. There's been a backhand rally. We've watched too many straightforward finals over the years. We need to have an epic. That's not true. Remember last year? Anyways, Caboli hits it out. It's 1-love. 1-love. Zverev is cruising, and Eala survives. Back to deuce. Zverev is him. Zverev is him. All right, Eala, 2 points away. Two points away. As Bartunkova returns the front of Eala. Bartunkova back in again. Into the front of Eala. Bartunkova back into the net. Championship point, Eala. Championship point, Eala. What a fighting trophy win this is. She has fought very hard for this match today. I don't know how many hours it's been. It feels like it's been like 3 hours. It's probably been at least 2.5. And she'll go to Queen's Club next week with a trophy in her cabinet. Zverev hits it in the net on the return. Eala serves the forehand Bartunkova. Back in Eala. Into the forehand Bartunkova. Eala gets the win. Bartunkova hits it long. Eala's the champion of Birmingham. She gets her second challenger to a win. She beats her friend in the final, or at least her doubles partner in the final. And Eala closed the door. Bartunkova had chances to win that set. She should have, to take that break back. She should have probably taken the break back. But Eala's your champion in Birmingham. GG's. GG's. Classic Eala match as well, yeah. That was nothing easy. Nothing easy for Eala. That is no easy matches for her. We've never watched it. She rarely wins, especially the big important matches. Rarely wins without making everybody sweat. The Czech curse is broken. The Czech curse is broken. All right, 30-15 Kaboli, by the way. The Czech curse broken. She'll go to Queen's Club. She's going to play a quali in the first round of Queen's, so we'll see how who she gets there. But Eala has the perfect start to the grass season for her. The trophy in the bag. 30-15 Kaboli. Serve to the back of Zverev. Return goes into the forehand of Kaboli. Zverev with the forehand up the line. Kaboli hits a backhand cross court. Zverev backhand again. Into the forehand of Kaboli. Zverev with a slice. Kaboli. Forehand cross court. Up goes a lob by Zverev. It's high. And it's long from Zverev. 40-15. Yeah, congratulations to all the people that stayed up. I don't even think is it that late in the Philippines? I don't know. But there you go. She gets the win. What a clutch performance. I mean, I a little bit nervous there at the end when she was, serving and then got broken. And then facing those break points. But she gets it done. 40-15 here. That was tricky. Very tricky match. The Czech curse is broken. There we go. Oh, Kaboli with an ace and a big shout. All right, Kaboli's here. Here we go, chat. The match just right on time as well, just as we're about to focus on it solely. Zverev won all. And the crowd are going for Kaboli too, because they want to see more tennis. They didn't pay hundreds of euro to watch a straight sets drubbing, right? They didn't come here to see Zverev win easily. They came here to see a contest. So they're going to get a little louder for Kaboli, you would say, the neutral fans. 1-1. We're going to merge this stream in a second, chat. So if you want to jump on over and keep watching the French Open final, I implore you to do so. Thank you all for sticking around. If you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe on the way out. I'll get to all the super chats as well at the next change of ends. As Zverev, it's an inside-out forehand winner. Beautiful shot. 15 love. And again, appreciate everyone's patience. Any celebrities watching the match? Yeah, Lenny Kravitz. He's there. Serve to the backhand of Kaboli. Forehand from Zverev. Inside in forehand. Kaboli gets it with a bit of a lob, but it's in the net. 30 love. 30 love. Zverev serves again. Congratulations, Alex. It was a great start for the grass season for her. First is a fault from Zverev. Second serve. Second serve. Maybe we're going to have a Alex win today so far. 30 love. As the serve goes forward to Kaboli. Return goes backhand to Zverev. Backhand to Kaboli. Up the line is wide. Ooh. Kaboli needs to make some of these shots. Makes that backhand. Maybe Zverev starts getting a little concerned. But he keeps missing and Zverev's like, all right, whatever. Check curse over. Exactly. Hey, thank you, Pia. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Appreciate it. 40 love. As the backhand return goes in from Kaboli. God, this Zverev just crushes a winner inside our forehand winner. And Zverev's got the lead 2-1 in the second. All right, come on over and join us for the rest of this French Open if you are watching the Eala match. But Eala wins Birmingham in a very close, tough contest. She wins the second Challenger trophy, and now she's going into Queen's Club next week full of confidence.